Opie is here, and his show starts now.
Oh, a big thank you to Eric Udin, it looks like, on the old Twitter, UDIN, Eric Udin. He suggested Nathaniel Rateliff, and I Need Never Get Old. I like that one, Kirk Fox.
That song did it for me. I feel like I'm present.
You ready to go now?
Well, I don't know about that, but that song did something for me.
I offered you some coffee to get you going, and you said you already had your coffee.
I had my cup earlier. I don't want to do two. I'm not ready for that.
You only do one cup of coffee a day?
One a day.
You got to drink coffee all day long, my brother.
Too much caffeine. It heightens my tinnitus.
You got that's impossible. Come on.
Caffeine heightens it.
Is that a real thing?
Tinnitus?
Why don't you tell me you got tinnitus before I cranked the music as loud as I did?
No, because when I was hearing the music, I didn't hear the ringing in my ear. So
okay.
I wanted to thank you for that.
Oh, it just balanced everything out?
Yeah, I was at peace.
I'm very excited. First of all, I love that song by Nathaniel Rateliff. I really appreciate Eric requesting that. We got Bernard Hopkins coming in today.
That's good.
He's done the show, I don't know, a bunch of times over the years. This guy is awesome, and he's fighting for the last time at 51 years old, almost 52.
Do you think it'll be his last fight?
I mean, the fight before this, he was never in it. He lost pretty much every round, but he didn't get knocked out.
51, that's a lot of passion 51, to still be fighting.
But I think they're saying this is it, but I don't know. It's tough for these guys to walk away. And they said this, Bernard keeps in very good shape, and he just lives and breathes boxing.
I'll tell you if he's in good shape when I look at him.
You want to challenge him to a push-up contest?
No, but I'll think of something. I have some sharp edges that he's probably not familiar with fighting.
You want to throw him a couple elbows or something?
Well, I might lean in tight.
All right, lean in tight, see what he's all about.
I'm not afraid to mix it up. This is a small little room.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know how he fights in close quarters.
You can't run away from him.
I won't run.
I got to tell the people out there, Kirk Fox, I feel like I've known him my entire life. We met in L.A., and he introduced himself in a way like he was some long lost friend.
I thought
and that we just lost touch, and we're finally getting back together and getting our friendship together.
Isn't that how it felt? I came up to you and I felt it.
I was a little confused by the whole thing, but I liked it. And then I feel like I really know you, but our relationship is just texting every once in a while, and then out of the blue you go, "Hey man, I'm in New York. I'm coming by."
I may have thought you were someone else when I met you.
Honestly, that's what I'm thinking. Hi, Vic Henley. How are you, buddy?
What's up, guys? Sorry.
It's all good. You know Kirk Fox, right?
I do not know Kirk Fox.
Well, Vic, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, my friend.
Yeah.
You're a comic?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I don't know everyone.
It doesn't really matter.
I don't know everyone.
He's a comic. What could I...
I'm just a man. It doesn't matter
just a man.
I am.
What could I tell Vic about Kirk Fox? He's absolutely a very funny stand-up comic. He went mainstream for a little while. Last time I saw him, he was put together in such a way, all polished up, I didn't like it. I'm not going to lie to you.
I didn't like it. That's one of the reasons I came back today, is just because of the amount of hate.
Just to show the real Kirk Fox today?
Well, just the amount of hate I got after that last day here. It was unbelievable.
And the show,
you like Willie Nelson before he went Willie Nelson? Were you?
They put a suit on me. They took the mustache. They made me try and help.
Yes, he was on one of those help shows.
I was a talk show host.
The show wasn't bad, but I didn't know the guy that came in here to promote, because he was with a lot of publicists, and he was polished. Look at him; he's not a polished guy.
No, I can hear it in his voice. There's just a natural raspiness to his whole nature.
I could barely get in the building today.
Really?
They held me close in that lobby.
That's because you look a little bit like Ant.
I look like a homeless guy who's doing pretty good.
They're always on the lookout for Anthony, so that might have been part of the reason.
I could have been.
I looked at you twice in the lobby. I think that's Kirk Fox. But the biggest tragedy, they made him shave his mustache. He's known for his mustache.
Man.
Am I known for anything?
I think you're known for your mustache, and I think you got to grow it back. I see you teasing.
It's coming back.
I see that you're teasing it, like you're thinking about it. But it's got to come back,
I took it off a week ago because I'd shaved it and the edges were off, and it was just too much. The OCD, I had to start fresh.
I got all the way to, I think it was Discovery Channel. I forgot what the show was, but it was, I'm gray underneath my ratty ass hat. And, they were like, all we need you to do is color your hair.
Yeah.
And the show's a green light. And I'm like, well, then you're going to have to fucking find somebody else.
You wouldn't color your hair.
I'm not coloring my goddamn hair.
I don't seem to
for
work
you.
without the mustache. Without the mustache, I don't work.
He's been much more successful with the mustache.
Sex offenders,
it's like
pedophiles.
Geraldo. It's like Geraldo.
We did a show together.
You're Samson.
I don't even remember the show we did.
I don't know.
I know I won it. It was on TBS.
I made sure you won. What was it called? Who gets,
It was a contest. It was a contest
who
of
gets
some
the
sort.
last laugh?
Something like that.
A prank
Who gets
show?
the last laugh? Best prank. And then look, they had to give it to me. I won. I won the whole
Congratulations.
thing, and Kirk was my actor.
Wow.
That's right. FBI.
It's kind of like an old Letterman bit where you're somewhere else telling like the actors what to do.
Oh, in the headset or something. Yeah, one of those.
But Kirk just fucking hit the home run for me.
That's fabulous.
And I walked away with some money for a great charity.
Do you live East Coast here?
I
now?
live in Los Angeles.
No, you do. You abandoned us. Are you from there originally?
I'm from San Diego.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, he's a West Coast guy
See?
all the way. But
he does not look San Diego-ish either.
What do I look to you?
San Diego homeless on the beach, maybe.
I like that.
You know.
You look like more of an East Coast guy.
That's why I guessed.
I just sex offender, predator. It's universal.
Don't limit yourself.
Anytime I'm on TV, I have to notify my neighbors by law.
It's always good. But you get double scale for that on the Union.
Yeah. Were you part of, what is it, Pervert Park?
If I have to be.
Do you know what he's talking about?
It's a documentary. So you better have not been a part of that, my friend. That was a trick question.
Well,
if you're talking about being a pedophile, and I'm saying, were you part of a documentary?
Is that a special park where they go
yes,
to meet
where
kids?
it's where they have to live now. It's where
Put them
it's a
all
neighborhood.
together.
Nice.
A lot of people were creeped out by that, but it's kind of smart, I think.
It sounds appealing to me, actually.
They're all in one area. And what creeped me out was they didn't have the crazy eyes. I was hoping to see a lot of people with crazy eyes.
Did you go to the park?
I did not go to the park.
Where
it's in
is
Florida.
the park?
It's in Florida.
All right, I'll look into it.
And I strongly suggest you don't watch the movie because it's downright depressing. You can see
one man's depression might be another man's excitement.
Pick me up
Or joy.
You just
What
never
I thought
know.
he was going to say. You're
Yeah,
right.
I don't know
He
about
talked about
that.
this the other day, and it was like too odd. I like the idea that they're doing this, I guess, maybe.
Well,
but I don't need to watch a whole movie.
They humanize these people.
Everyone,
kind of
everyone
humanize
needs
these
a
people.
park, man. Everyone needs a park.
It's actually a trailer park.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't have park in the title.
Everyone needs a trailer park.
They really shouldn't have it as
Frisbee golf.
right. They shouldn't call it Pervert Park, even though it was in a trailer park.
Are you allowed to play cornhole in Pervert
Wow,
Park?
that's a
Is the
very
eternal
good question. Wonderful question. There's one of the guys right there. Watch the trailer. No, thank you. Anyway, what's going on, Vic?
Oh, nothing. I wandered in and had my usual half a sandwich.
Yeah.
He's on a streak with giving me. I started showing up and getting food here randomly.
That means
for
I
some
like
reason.
you.
Is that because you're hungry or
No,
you're just cheap?
he just feels it. No, it's just some weird ass where like I thought you needed a sandwich. And I'm not saying it. I'm not requesting it. And it's always been a different sandwich every
But
single
is it
time.
the same guy giving you a
Yes,
sandwich?
it is. It is. It's Roland, the sandwich man.
I bought a sandwich on the way over here, which was pretty exciting.
That's
It was a big day.
What kind of sandwich, Kirk?
It looked like prosciutto, had some cheese. I walk around New York like Starman. Remember that movie?
That's a great movie.
Yes.
Jeff Bridges,
Just
outstanding.
everything is just like a new planet to me.
What did you see today that blew your mind in New York City?
Just cement, a lot of cement. I saw a homeless man defecating in my
That's
path.
easy. That's easy.
I
Yeah.
know, but
That's Tuesday.
Yeah,
but
that's
I
an
kicked
easy
it.
one.
I kicked it.
You kicked a do.
The defecation.
No.
So
Good for you.
I had to.
You don't know. You never kick shit you never kick hot shit on a cold day. That's
Well,
a
it's good
euphemism.
luck from where I'm from.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah,
Where'd you kick it? Into the road?
into the trailer.
It didn't stick to your shoe.
I hope people understand I love this guy. I came out of the box a little hot on you, but I love Kirk Fox. I'll get messages from him out of nowhere, and it just makes my day every single time.
I just got to make sure that I still got the number.
And I was a fan of your Periscope.
Periscope was good. I was hunting serial killers, and
Wow.
you also like Parks and Rec, Sewage Joe.
I absolutely.
Sending dick pics. Any man who sends dick pics to Pawnee.
He was in Parks and Rec.
Okay, y'all are.
I mean, we could go over his resume. You know this guy. You know this guy.
Okay.
Just take it, Vic. Just sit there and digest your free sandwich.
That's all I'm about, really. Once I come in here saying it, I'm not listening.
All right.
Sewage Joe in Parks and Rec. I mean, we could play one of your scenes, maybe.
That's all right. I could just do it right here.
Spoken like a true actor.
And there it is with the mustache, see?
Mustache is strong.
The show does well. No mustache, not so much.
No.
That's the problem.
If I had that mustache on the test, it would still be on.
Right.
That's a good one, man. That's like Leroy Neiman-ish. That's nice.
But wasn't it...
That is me.
Wasn't it a show factory, the test? Weren't they just working you to the bone? Weren't you like filming when we talked about it?
We did 12 episodes a week.
A week. 12 episodes
4 a day.
week.
We were shooting on Dr. Phil's stage while he was on vacation. We kind of snuck in there and used his stage, his crew.
What was it called?
The test.
Oh,
they got right to the test.
I ended a lot of marriages.
Nice.
I ended a lot of marriages.
That's probably a good thing.
And that wasn't even on the show.
I was just doing the warm-up.
Yeah, I was just walking there.
How can you do 12 shows a week and make it feel fresh and new and exciting? And
It certainly didn't look fresh, new, exciting.
They do a lot of things like that.
There he is, Vic.
That's you again?
That's the guy that came in
That's
last
you
time.
again? Right?
Yes.
That's you? Wow.
Without the mustache.
Look how uncomfortable I was.
Whatever. I like that's a good. Hey, that's what we call versatility in show
Dr.
business.
Phil
That's
interviewing
perfect.
me.
That's a beautiful suit, too.
I still have the suit.
Look at you.
Do you wear it?
I do wear it, but a lot of people don't know that I got the job because the suit fit.
One of those.
The suits belong to Travis Stork, who's the host of The Doctors.
Oh, okay.
Good looking fella.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you look almost as good as he did right there.
I gotta tell you,
but they gave me the suit.
Yeah.
I was wearing his suits.
Okay.
Just for the tryout or the audition?
Just to save money. And they put
really?
They put me in the gym because it was cheaper to build me up than to alter the suits.
I hope this is true. It's not.
Of course it's true. Why would I lie to you, a man who gets free
comedian. Because you're a comedian.
I'm not really a comedian.
Don't question anything.
If you've seen me
just enjoy the ride.
If you've seen me do stand-up, I'm not really a comedian.
Okay. I gave you the benefit of the doubt.
I gave up a long time ago trying to figure out what's real and what's not real with Kirk Fox.
So good.
It's all real, my friend.
It's all real. So did you have to gain a few pounds to fit into the suits properly?
Yeah, they put me in a gym. I had a trainer.
Yeah.
3 days a week and then 3 days on stage.
Wow.
Seriously, their plan, instead of more money for wardrobe for your show, was use the other dude's wardrobe and just have you work out more.
Which I didn't mind.
Fine.
Just get bigger arms and
I've never
some
had
shoulders.
A trainer. Yeah. And,
you look great.
I'm good looking.
I'm telling you, it's outstanding.
I had good posture. I stand tall. But I just didn't want to do the show anymore.
Well, were you interested in any level of it from the get-go, or a little bit maybe, or
the money was fun,
just the cash?
But that was about it.
That was it.
I don't like a suit. I don't like having to be anywhere.
Sure.
I don't like reading a teleprompter.
Yeah.
I just want to be me, man.
Did you have a comedian doing the warm-up for the show, or did they make you do double duty?
There was no laughter anywhere around there.
This is the old 4 a day, 3 days a week, cram it in, low budget.
This wasn't a comedy. They picked the wrong guy.
It was a serious show.
Yeah, but all those shows still have the poor jackass comedian do warm-up. Most shows with a live audience.
Not this one.
Most of them do.
This wasn't Maury, Jerry. These were very...
You snuck in a joke here and there. Not a lot, though.
These were real people.
Yeah, real people with real problems, and they were getting the test.
Some of them still want to kill me.
Really?
There's some people that are looking for me.
Why? They agreed to go on the show.
Well, because I ended their marriage.
Right.
They didn't believe the lie detector.
Yeah. Wow. People are running off. The best of the test. You got a YouTube
I tried
video.
to run off a few times. I remember this guy. A lot of meth seemed to be popular.
That seemed to be the thread.
A lot of meth
running through.
And that was just me.
Right. So what else did you check out the tree in New York, or all you did was kick some duty, some homeless duty?
I just got here last night. I came out here with Kevin Nealon.
Oh, nice. You guys
He's a
are doing
lovely
shows
guy.
together.
He's doing
Yeah.
Caroline's this weekend, and I'm along for the ride.
There you go.
Should we get Kevin Nealon
Get him in here.
You can try.
Yeah, get
We've
him
had
in
him on
here.
before.
No.
We're not strangers.
He semi-likes me. I think
He
he's a good
doesn't
dude.
like you. Vic,
no,
right?
I know, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Vic Henley.
No,
Yeah, he asked if
Earl
Vic was still
Lipschitz.
around.
No, I like the dude. I know him.
Yeah.
Good.
He remembered you took his sandwich
I
last
did.
time.
Half of it's still in there.
Where are you guys performing? Caroline's?
Caroline's.
Nice. That would be a good show. Kevin Nealon and Kirk Fox.
Kevin Nealon's always a good show.
You got to check out the Christmas tree, man. You got to get into the spirit of Christmas.
Where is it?
Across the street.
It's right there.
And
Yeah.
I just look at it. Is that it?
That's it.
We actually could probably bring you to a window, and I think we could save you the
That's not
trip
bad.
over there.
I don't know. Rockefeller Center blocks it. We're on the other side.
There's a crane outside my window.
I
in
wasn't
my
going for an
hotel,
accurate
which I
joke.
like.
I was
a bird or a
just
construction
saying.
device?
It's a real crane.
All right.
Yeah.
Flew up, flew
I
down.
like it. That's all I asked for. When I got my room, I said I need a view of a crane.
And you got it?
I got it. That's
There's
good.
one that lives in the turtle pond in Central Park if you want to see the other kind.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm all
what?
about the
There's
park.
a big crane that lives in the turtle pond in Central Park.
He's moved on to animals.
Why is
Well,
there,
actually birds, but
why is there a big crane over there?
they've got a whole habitat thing
Oh,
going.
a crane.
A crane, not a crane. Yeah, a crane
okay.
crane.
I wasn't
You know.
really listening.
No.
That's all right.
Could be a blue heron, I'm not sure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We've all
I
been there.
actually have seen that.
The blue
crane.
heron might be
Yes.
a blue heron.
Okay. Are you? Do you celebrate Christmas, Kirk?
I'm not a big fan of it,
No.
but if someone gives me something, I accept it. I don't like giving presents. I'm pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So, I
you
try
don't-
not to celebrate anything.
So you don't go shopping or
No.
God, that's the way to be. You're
Not even one.
No
Not even
stress.
your mom. Not even somebody.
My mom's dead.
Okay.
Dad's
Brother,
dead.
sister, nobody.
They're dead to
But
me.
it doesn't. As are most people's families.
I just don't want to be.
That's a miss.
No.
I just don't want to be.
It's pretty accurate.
I just don't want to be told that I have to buy something.
That wasn't my question. It was just
I don't care,
on
Vic.
your own. Would there be one person ever that it just might pop into your brain? Oh, I might have to get that person.
His
something for
dad
some
was
reason.
No.
his
No,
dad was
not
a fascinating fella. He would just wander the earth.
My dad was a handyman.
Okay.
But he wandered the beach.
He wandered, and he would take a deep breath and say Raya, and then everyone would do the same.
Okay.
It's air backwards.
Nice.
That was his thing.
Don't act like you're not fascinated.
I'm enraptured.
That was his thing, saying air backwards.
Okay.
And
You take a deep breath.
And then he had followers.
All right. Well, that's cool.
And he had a bamboo stick.
Right.
They called him Bamboo
Right,
Ben.
exactly. And then that became the movie Forrest Gump.
Very similar.
All right.
But he was there before Forrest.
And then he would wander around, and people would look at him as like he was a
How many
magic
people?
man or something.
How many people?
Hundreds,
Hundreds, but not 1,000.
if he wanted.
If he wanted, he capped it. He slowed it down. He thought the air backwards
kept
was
it at
getting too
100.
much. He's like, I'm stopping.
Any more than 100, he'd have to yell.
He was trying to keep his numbers down.
He didn't want to go
Once you have
Jonestown
more
crazy.
than 100 people, you got to start paying taxes.
No, you don't. That's where you get the tax-free loophole.
Tell my dad that.
Once you get
Well, he's
into
gone now, unfortunately.
That's what I'm saying.
Once
you
you
go
get
tell
into the
him.
big digits, that's when you go L. Ron Hubbard.
Well, that's when you get tax-free.
That's what I'm saying. It's the opposite of what
Yeah, I don't think he figured that part out.
He
Kirk.
wasn't bright.
Well,
He's walking around just saying Raya.
Air
We're not
backwards.
we're not talking about a genius.
And I got to ask you if you're still driving your car, the same car, or did it?
It's gone.
It's finally gone. Tell Vic about your car.
The Honda Civic Hybrid. I had it since 2003.
Right. Is it one of the first hybrids ever?
Yeah, but I will tell you this. When it finally died, the tow truck guy was towing it back to my house.
Right.
And I said, hey, man, can you take it up to 60? It's never gone that fast. And he took it up to 60. And it really was
It was in heaven.
yeah.
It was in heaven.
I always said it
What
got,
a way to go out.
Yeah.
you know, it was a hybrid, and it got 45 miles per gallon. But I always said, what good is 45 miles per gallon if when you get there, all your friends are gone?
Sure.
Yeah.
It was just that slow.
And how many miles did you put on this thing?
Well, not a lot. I never.
No. I thought you had an older car or something that you beat up.
I beat up everything, but this was that 2003. That's pretty old.
That was it. Okay.
But now I have an Audi S5 now, V8.
Oh, look at you. The test did you well.
I went from the slowest car in the world to
You've got some speed
pretty
behind
fast.
you now. So you saved your money from the test.
it's all gone now.
Yeah.
It's all gone.
Are you getting any projects out there in L.A.?
I try not to.
Why?
Just don't want to work, man.
What do you want to do?
Just come in, say hi.
All right, we did that.
Live in the park.
Which park?
Trailer park.
Okay. Not pervert park.
I actually...
No, you don't want to be in pervert park.
There's a new show coming out called The Mick on Fox.
Okay.
And I play a loan shark in there.
I saw some promo for that last night.
It's a great show.
A couple days ago during the football.
So for someone that doesn't really want to do anything, you're
if they
doing well still.
If they call me, I'll do it. Caitlin Olsen from Sunny in Philadelphia.
Right.
Looks like a train wreck aunt is going to be handed some children or something like that.
That's it. Look at that.
Oh, here's the official trailer for very good.
Hey, that was the part I read for.
What? The main guy?
That's the part I didn't
get that part.
And then they gave you something else.
Yeah.
So you wanted to be the guy behind the steering wheel?
Oh, yeah. I went in for her boyfriend and ended up the loan shark.
All right, it happens.
I'll take it.
You're still the loan shark. That's kind of cool.
Someone had to be.
Are you a boxing fan? We got Bernard Hopkins coming in probably in moments now.
I can fight.
Do you like boxing, though?
1-0, my record. 9th grade, last fight.
Remember the dude's name or her name?
Yeah, Aaron Albright.
Is that an A-R or an E-R?
Just A-A.
A-A.
The dude.
I hit him quick, man.
What was the problem?
2 nights before that, I was at a dance, and the song was Dream On, and I was holding this girl, and I looked at Wayne Thompson, and I said, Dream On. I mouthed the words, and then he said he was going to beat me up. And Wayne was big and strong. So I told Wayne, I wasn't saying it to you. I was saying it to the guy behind you. And that was Aaron Albright.
Oh.
So come Monday.
It got back to Aaron.
Was he a big fella, too?
No, squirrely.
Squirrely?
Oh, nice. Okay.
But there was passion, man.
He didn't enjoy the smack talking.
It was a good fight. I tried to leave, but some guys met me at the locker. Took me to the alley.
Really?
And
so you wanted to tap out of the fight?
Of course. Didn't want to be there.
Because you didn't want to hurt this fella.
I'm non-confrontational.
Right.
I'm a Buddhist at heart.
Are you really?
Yeah.
At heart.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where else would it be?
I don't know. In your chakra?
I try and cultivate kindness.
Go to third eye.
Nice. My third eye is lazy. I cultivate kindness.
My third eye has cataracts. Yeah, nothing. All right. Anyway,
that's the tribute band for Third Eye Blind. Is the Third Eye Lazy Eye Blind.
So did you want to say that to Wayne originally, but then you realize I'm in over my head, and that was your way out by saying I'm talking to the guy behind you?
No, he was talking. Yeah, he was talking to the big dude.
I was talking to Wayne.
You were definitely talking to Wayne all the time. But Wayne couldn't figure that out.
Wayne wasn't bright, but he was strong.
So you were able to work your way out of that situation.
I was squirrely.
Yeah.
I squirmed out even then.
That's the comedian dodge, though. There's a lot of those where the young teenage comic is confronted with something and a little fast talk.
I don't want to fight, but if I have to.
Momentarily.
Well, you got the reach, though. You got the long reach.
I prefer firearms.
Handguns or rifles? Shotguns?
Rifles. Something from a distance.
Long distance.
Like a good long-range rifle?
Good 30-06.
You put me in a perch.
You're a fan of the perch, are you?
I almost did get in a fight in an elevator.
Yeah?
Once with a UFC fighter.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, because I even talk about it in a joke once, because as the door was shutting, suddenly a finger was right at my face. And the finger was huge, and it was right at eye level. So I figured the guy was either a midget that jumped up with passion, or the guy was a giant because his finger was right at eye level.
Okay.
So I didn't open the door.
Oh.
And then the elevator started going down, and it was taking the finger. God. And I was like, shit, man, I'm going to take this finger to the lobby. And then the guy's going to meet me at the lobby.
Without a finger.
But then suddenly the finger flexed, and the finger was strong, and the elevator stopped.
Right.
And the door opened, and this guy was about 6'8", teardrop tattoo. And he just pushed his way in. And then the door's shut, and I was like, this is a cage fight. And he's like, didn't you see me running?
No,
I
did not.
I was like, yeah, man, I saw you run. I was like, fuck it.
You didn't do the New York City thing.
And then he's like, what's your weapon of choice is the first thing he said to me. And I was like, feet, just going to run when the door opens. And then he just kind of cornered me. And he says, what's your fighting style? I was just like, passive aggressive. It's like, I won't do shit, and then I'll go home and beat up a pillow. And he kind of calmed down because he realized that I wasn't going to fight.
Right.
And then I just said, hey, man, I didn't even really notice the finger. And then the elevator door opened and I left, but that was almost...
That was close.
That was close, man.
Do you know who the guy was?
No.
We got to look up UFC fighters with teardrop tattoos to figure it out. 6'8". How tall are you? 6'7" or so?
6'5".
6'5".
But my posture's better since Pilates. So
oh, that's good.
Stretching it out.
You like the Pilates? I mean,
every day.
If you're a Buddhist, you're not a Buddhist. You're, what did he say?
Buddhist at heart.
At heart.
Well, Buddhist and trade. I'd say I'm a Buddhist.
All right. So, do you do a little of that yoga?
I do a little yoga.
Yeah.
I sit in the lotus if I need to. I meditate every day.
How many minutes?
21.
It's not really about the minutes, so that was a dumb question on my part, but a great answer.
No, it is.
But it
is some seconds.
But I know it's 21 because that's how long the video is I listen to.
Oh, there you go. You're one of those guys. You don't need videos for that.
I do.
Huh?
I do.
The video distracts me. I can do it without.
I'm a drifter.
I can do it better without the video.
Just get in a quiet space and just pay attention to your breath. Kirk.
It's too tricky.
Pink Floyd. Put on Pink Floyd. Breathe.
But I do Tonglen meditation. Do you know what that is?
No idea.
It's when you breathe in the sadness of the world. You breathe
Tonglen.
Tonglen.
Okay.
Tonglen.
All right.
I'm looking this shit up.
You suck it all in.
You breathe in the sadness of the world. And then you give the white light.
Okay, like the dude in Green Mile.
Sure.
You just
suck in sadness.
Right.
Like if you were having a bad day, like if you didn't get your sandwich.
I got you.
I would breathe in your suffering.
Love it.
And I'd give you back some compassion.
Perfect.
A little white light.
And
I do that all day long as I walk.
It's a practice.
You're busy.
That definitely is a practice.
I didn't think you made it up.
I don't know what he makes up. I've known him for a long time.
You just told me a minute ago to believe everything.
It's all true.
I assume he makes up nothing.
Tricked.
And you're going to say you don't believe him.
No, because then I'm thinking, I think I finally got him.
No.
And then I look it up, and it's actually a real thing.
No, I've got a friend like that.
I've never heard of Tonglen.
It's awesome.
Tonglen, I think.
It's the best thing we can all do. Cultivate kindness.
Yeah, but you want to bring it. You don't want to breathe in everyone else's misery.
Yes,
you want to push your own out.
No.
No.
You breathe that in, you mix it with your own, and then you give out the white light.
And then just get rid of all of it?
Yeah.
Get rid of theirs and yours?
Of course.
It's Green Mile.
Don't you want to send love to the world?
Clark Duncan.
Do you want to just breathe in goodness? That's easy. Take in the suffering.
I just think if you take care of your own self, then maybe you help others out that way.
Well, that's how we're doing it.
All right. I don't know if you want to suck up their negative energy and their darkness.
Try it. It's a blast.
Really?
Yeah.
I do Lily Tomlin and just think of what Edith Ann would do. I have
we have different angles.
We have different angles.
You have
Ernestine,
you have Edith, I have Buddha.
Very nice.
Stupid.
Yeah.
What would Lily Tomlin do?
What would Lily Tomlin do, indeed? So, what else are you going to do in New York besides the shows with Kevin Nealon at Caroline's this weekend? You don't even have to promote that. That's on him.
I'm just along for the ride.
I know, you're just hanging.
I think we're going to something with one of the Kennedys tomorrow night. I'm putting on a suit.
Which Kennedy?
I don't know. He just said, you want to go to this Kennedy thing.
Bobby Kennedy Jr. Is it environmental?
Yeah.
That dude's great. He's awesome. Yeah. If it's something with him, he's wonderful.
So that's it. I'm going to put on a suit, and I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, here comes the champ.
Uh-oh.
Where am I sitting over here?
Yeah, Gerry Cooney. Sit down. You know Kirk Fox?
Hey, Kirk. What's up?
How are you,
Gerry Cooney came in to help us out a little bit. And then, Bernard's on his way there, Kenny?
He's coming in, baby.
Any minute. All right, very cool. We're very excited to have Bernard Hopkins on the show again, Gerry Cooney.
John David Jackson's he's training with him.
What? What happened?
John David Jackson.
Oh, you just...
Hang on. Cooney just started talking to himself again.
Oh.
You know, he doesn't...
That's what he does.
I'm breathing in the sadness.
Yeah. Yeah, can you fix the energy in this room? We just lost it.
That's all right.
Can you fix the energy
I'm working on
immediately?
it. It takes a minute.
All right. What do I need to do? Help me.
I got to be honest with you. It takes 21 minutes.
Oh, fuck. We're fucked now. Jerry, what are you doing? You're just babbling.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're just mumbling to yourself. What were you saying?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were saying, the trainer.
He said something about
Jackson.
John Davidson.
Who he beat John David Jackson.
Yeah,
the
get on
trainer.
mic first of all, please. We got a good energy in here right now because of Kirk Fox.
Yeah, I didn't know. Listen, he's training with a new trainer. He left his old trainer, or he died. I don't know what happened. But he's got John David Jackson now, who's a great trainer. But he fought him in his career and beat.
Yeah,
beat him.
the guy that's training him trained the guy that beat him. Or no, he beat Bernard himself.
No,
So he might have revenge.
Bernard beat him.
and
Bernard
train
beat
him
him,
wrong.
Okay.
Bernard beat the trainer that's training
Yeah,
him.
but I mean, Bernard is the master. You can't teach Bernard anything.
Right.
But, listen, at this age, I guess, you got to...
Jerry, I got a very good question for you before Bernard gets in here. He's saying this is his last fight at 51 years old. Do you think he means it? Or if he knocks out Joe Smith, who's 27 years old and a decent fighter, I think he's 22-1 with 18 knockouts. Does he go, I think I should do another fight?
Listen, unless he moves down to middleweight, no, because where's he going to go? Kovalov or Andre Ward?
Yeah.
You got Peterviev in the light heavyweight division. Those are tough guys. Maybe 168, but those guys are all young bucks. So I don't know. I guess he wanted to be one of the oldest guys. He's going to be 52.
Right.
To fight.
So you believe this is definitely it?
It's scary because,
Right.
at this age, when you get caught with a shot.
Bernard Hopkins.
Look at the shape. Look at the shape of him, bro.
Holy shit.
Good,
Nice to see you.
You're smiling at Gerry Cooney.
Listen, Bernard. Listen, Bernard.
How you doing, man? I'm Vic.
What's up, brother?
Listen, let me tell you something. Years ago,
this guy.
Years ago, he's fighting Felix. He's fighting Felix Trinidad.
Yeah.
And he tells me,
2001 in New York City.
and he was the way underdog.
Yeah.
And he said to me, I'm going to knock him out. And he knocked him out, bro. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, Trinidad. First of all, Trinidad undefeated at that time. I think he just got a decision over Oscar De La Hoya, my partner now.
Yeah, sure.
For 14 years going on now with Oscar Golden Boy. It's easy to just say styles make fights. True. But I'm such a pain in the ass to people that want to dictate to me how things should go. Whether that's in life, whether it's in sports.
Come on, you got a wife. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro?
We're entitled. Absolutely right. We're entitled to have our opinion, but I don't have to agree with it. Now, I can say that and then get it over with and be quick, but to prove it, see, that now builds the word credibility.
Yeah.
And when you have credibility, it's not actually what you say, it's actually what you accomplish, what you do.
You don't even like that guy adjusting your mic. I see you getting a little...
Well, that's part of the control.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
Listen, trying to change my voice.
I don't like it either.
Bernard.
I will say that's a good-looking suit. He's not borrowing someone else's suit
better than
like
that.
me.
He's in such shape. He's
No,
in
you
such
got to
shape.
understand, it ain't the suit that makes me.
It's what's
It's
in
the
it.
body in the suit.
Why?
Because I don't know how old you are, but I'll be 52 January 15th, born 1965. And I always tell people you can spend and buy a Tom Ford suit for $4,000 or $5,000 and look like shit because your body looks like shit. But if you look like Bernard Hopkins or anyone else like me...
He's so shy, isn't he?
Right? What you would do with close to 60 fights and won't miss a beat in this whole interview, that's talent. And that's ducking. At the end of the day, I realized what's important in life, from the big things to the small things and anything in the middle, coming from the city of Philadelphia, which Jerry knows very well. You have to understand my travels to where I'm at now.
Wow.
From there to this
Moment.
office, this studio, is all these lessons of life, some self-inflicted, was painful. But if I didn't have those ingredients to stir up in that pot, from the 5 years in the penitentiary, from the 9 years that I walked off of parole, from losing my first fight in Atlantic City at the resorts, that Clinton Mitchell still remember today, from not getting the big paydays until, not when I beat Trinidad in 2001 until I fought the Golden Boy, which is my partner now, Oscar De La Hoya. And all those times and other little things, that's not less than a challenge, but all little things that I didn't mention because the time is important.
In essence,
is that could have easily stopped me from the dream killers out there. See, dream killers, they exist. The dream killers are people that you don't look at as being someone that's physically kill you, but career-wise and trying to achieve something because you shared your opinions or you shared your hopes and dreams and you shared what you might want to do. And they said, oh, don't do that, Gerry. Don't do it, Gerry. You'll never be the heavyweight champion of the world. You'll never be able to do this. You'll never be able to do that. And, if you have that low self-esteem, if you have something in you that triggers that afraid to dare to be great,
you lose the moment.
I agree.
You lose the moment.
Yes.
I was told that from day one,
right,
that I can remember in grade school.
Yeah.
And I wanted to prove it, even though I didn't know what I would know now. They said that I'm going to prove you wrong.
How did you rise above it? Bernard, how did you rise above that, though? Because it's easy to say.
May I say one thing first?
How did I rise?
How did you rise above all that?
How did I rise above that influence to not be what I became?
When you were a little kid, because it happens to a lot of little kids, and they lose the battle, and they're like, yeah, these people are right. And then they bail on their dreams.
I believe it wasn't all about me, because being young, I believe that I was just chosen by a bigger being to be who I am today. I believe in divine order. I believe in things are written down to a point to go the path to be who you are when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
But the decision making and the resistance of whether you do right or good will derail you from the right path that you belong on or that you was headed to. I believe that I was made and cut out for the job and written there before I got there. And it took time, it took adversity from my own decisions and others' decisions to put me in position whether I sink or swim. You're dealing with a young person, but then eventually becomes a young adult, and then eventually becomes a man, and then that man becomes responsible, and then that responsible becomes what? It becomes, after that, whatever the sky limit is. That's what you're seeing. When you see Bernard Hopkins, you won't say when I leave, boxer. You would say a lot of damn things, and I want it to be said that it's not just what he did in the ring, it's by what I've shown and not what I've said.
Right.
I normally pick my smarts in back and not up front.
Fighting is just one of the things.
I can't say soft-spoken. Why John David Jackson? Why John David Jackson?
He's switching it up.
You're the master.
You're the master. Because John, I believe every fighter that knows the sport and knows the game should never think he's the teacher and the fighter when he goes to battle. There is a reason why in position of service you have the sergeant, the general, the major, you have the soldiers, and on and on and on. I know how to take my strong mind, as y'all know already, to be able to come to be the student with the caviar of having the luxury of being a teacher also. And I know how to take the back seat and let John David Jackson, who's well established and have what you call a resume of a champion himself, that know how it is to get punched in the nose and know how it is to have a title, lose a title, and understand, other than fighting Sergey Kovalev, who beat me almost 2 years ago for the unification of the light heavyweight championship, knowing that when he was champion in Philadelphia, which he wasn't born and raised, but he was there as an adopted son, who was trained by the great late Georgie Benton and others.
That's a great guy.
And when you look at a John David Jackson, who I was his young sparring partner, and he was already champion, we have a history of a kinship. We have a history of not just having somebody to be there because he trained fighters. There's a difference in my thinking between a trainer that trains and a teacher that teach.
What about Joe Smith?
Today we have a lot of trainers in boxing. That's why you don't see the maturity of the amateur boxing getting gold medal. We're getting our ass
There you
kicked.
go.
Damn.
Yeah, we are.
And guess what? We're going to continue to get our ass kicked until we get teachers to be able to teach the students
Yeah, but Bernard, don't you
how to
realize?
fight.
Don't-
The sweet science.
Bernard, don't you realize that since boxing left regular television, ABC, NBC, CBS, that the amateur program dropped because those kids that sat home and watched those fights, they didn't have the money to buy HBO and Showtime. That now that it's back, it's been back for a while. The amateur program's getting a lot better.
I disagree.
Really?
TV has nothing to do with the lack of boxing, Jerry.
Why
This is
did you
bigger
say
than
that?
that. Good question. We're going to answer. Good question. Why did I say would?
You really thought he was going to agree with you, huh, Jerry?
Well, it's just common sense.
Because he's tying in TV.
It's a good point.
He's
No.
tying in. Listen,
I
he's
think it
tying,
was a good point.
Listen, he's tying
We're
in.
gonna learn, though, right
listen,
now.
Listen.
We're gonna learn.
He's tying. I'm teaching.
Yes.
Respect your elders.
Nobody's tying in.
Respect your elders.
He's tying in Premier Television, ABC, Free TV.
Yeah.
He's tying in that situation.
Right.
It's no, that ain't the case. The case about the amateur and where we at now has jack to do with Premier, ABC, CBS, NBC. It has something to do with the lack of motivation in inner cities, not suburban. Gerry Cooney would tell you, coming from New York, Long Island or whatever, that poor kids fight, rich kids don't, unless they fighting for a hobby or charity. There ain't nobody in West Hamptons, which I'm there every summer with my friend Artie Rabin. There's nobody in the East Hamptons talking about they want to be a fighter coming out of Harvard.
I know. I told Opie I only had one fight.
Let me preach on.
I'm with you.
There's nobody coming from any urban.
I feel I started. I only said that I loved your suit.
Let me tell you something. Why boxing in the amateur is not like it was before.
Yeah.
It's because the urban African American, the Mexican kids are more now astute to now being hungry, being fighting because they now is taking the place of in an urban area in the 60s or the 70s, definitely in the 80s.
Bernard, you gotta listen.
Had the ghetto. With
gotta
gyms
listen.
at every corner. You had the PAL, PAL. You heard of PAL?
Sure.
They're really big in Philly than New York.
Yeah.
So you had the PAL Club. You had the AAU, which is still now. You had inner city, including me when I started at 9 years old. Can walk to any corner and go in the gym and box. And we used to fight. And we used to go to Ohio State Fair. Right? We used to go way up there in Ohio and fight in those tournaments to even to be qualified to go to the Olympic trials. So when you take the fast money, the crack cocaine, the drugs in the 80s and the 90s, the young kid is saying that 15 and 13 years old, why the hell I should go with the hopes of boxing, whether I got a gold medal or not, and I can make the hundreds of $1,000s with a kilo of dope on any inner city in black America. Why would I go train and sacrifice? So we lose a lot of inner city and a lot of kids through that. And then you lose about the structure of the discipline in a home. If the dad's not there, if the mom's not there, nobody's teaching them. They don't want to put the sacrifice and the sweat and the blood and the tears like Jerry did and I did. They don't want to have 4-round fighter. My first fight was $400, $100 a round.
And you lost the first fight,
And
right?
I lost the first fight.
Damn.
Mitchell. But what I'm saying is
bring
this.
that up.
You tell one kid now that he could be a fighter and he has that natural talent. And Jerry could see him and he said, look, you should come here. You should fight. You should try. And they said, well, what is my first pay? Well, I can get you $1,000 for a 6-rounder. He can go shoot dice, win or lose, and make a couple of grand right then and there.
But now, can you give me 1 second?
So the option between now and then is different.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Listen, people watch Bernard Hopkins. That's how they become fighters. People watch you fight. People watch De La Hoya fight. They watch you and their life. I remember watching Ali Frazier. I wanted to fight when I saw that fight.
But Jerry, we're in a different generation.
I understand that.
Time had moved on.
Listen, you're right.
We're in a microwave
This
society.
is a whole nother show. But
we're in a microwave society.
Yeah, sure.
This is a whole nother show.
Bernard's right there, Jerry.
But I'm with both of them because I can remember living to see Benitez, Sugar Ray. I can remember Hagler, Carlos Monzon.
Right.
I remember Wide World of Sports.
You couldn't wait for those fights.
Well, yes,
but
a lot more problems. I agree. I agree. But listen, bigger than that. Listen, you got a big fight coming up.
December 17th, HBO.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Joe Smith.
How did you pick Joe Smith?
First of all, Joe Smith is a tough guy that has a knockout ratio of over 80%.
18 KOs in 23 fights.
But he just had a big upset of a contender who was well on his way to fighting one of the light heavyweight champions of the world, and he KO'd him in the first round.
Wow.
And
did you watch that fight?
Of course. Well, I watched it afterwards.
Did you see before he knocked him out what happened?
Well, he got buzzed. He got hit.
And is that part of the reason why you
No. Part of the reason is he's younger. He's damn near undefeated. He's old enough to be my son. Man. And he's a threat. And he's a Long Island guy. There's no pussies in Long Island.
Oh, I like that. Coming from a Philly guy.
Coming from a Philly guy.
Now I'm kissing ass, right?
Jerry,
so listen, what do you want to do? So what do you want to do? You beat
my friend. No.
If I was from Long Island.
Checkmate. Hold up. Checkmate.
Listen, now you beat Joe Smith. Where you going? What do you want to do? Is this it for you?
Come on, Jerry. You've been watching me for years. You're my buddy, man. What are you talking about?
I know. I'm in your corner.
I know you is. I'm a partners on paper with Golden Boy. Can't get into details.
Right.
I'm just right now. The ink is drying with HBO as a color commentator. You see my spit.
Great job.
You see my spit.
Mm-hmm.
My brand be hot. I'm teaching you how to dress, baby.
You're a bad man, bro.
That's what started dress.
I'm teaching you how to dress, Jerry.
You don't like his salmon pants? Bernard?
Come on, Jerry.
Come on, bro. You got to kidding me, bro.
Stand up, Jerry. Show him your salmon pants.
You're doing great. Where your golf stick? Listen, Jerry, stop it. Listen, stop it.
I like being between them. Something about it. Hey, whoa.
Stop. Listen. The brand of the B-Hop, the charisma. I mean, the last person that had this in boxing was George Foreman, right? So my thing is, I'm going to surpass that.
Right.
Because I've been motivated by a little piece from here, a little piece from
you already have. You already have.
No. Once you stop and you think that you already have, find the nearest dirt and dig it, and that's your grave. Mm-hmm. Jerry, you know, as a fighter, we never sit on our laurels and say that we've done it all and know what, let's just go to Miami and get fat like the wise guys and go ahead and die of diabetes.
But there are guys, Bernard, who miss the roar of the crowd, and they're warriors with no more war.
Right.
Right or wrong?
He will never.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali. You have to be creative. You have to create your own war. You have to create your own war.
Right. Well, and listen, you have been the miracle man in the fight game.
It ain't miracle. It ain't miracle.
It's work. It's hard work.
But
no doubt.
Listen, it ain't miracle.
Right.
You as a fighter, and you understand.
Right.
2 words I don't use in boxing: luck and miracles. Right. God make miracles.
You got it.
We put time in, the true ones. We get up in the morning. We train. We sacrifice. We're away for Thanksgiving when everybody eating turkey and gravy and cranberry sauce. Right. We're doing what we got to do. We're sacrificing. We're studying film. We're going to sleep on time. We're getting up in the morning on time. We're doing sparring. We're doing this. We're doing interviews. We're doing this. We're doing that. We can't eat the way we really like to eat. So when you look at these sacrifices from a fighter of any era and any way of time, we understand the true, really ones that understand it, know that sacrifice is in 90% of what we become when it's all said and done.
That being said,
unfortunately, some that sacrifice still never get there.
That being said, we still have to turn that page. Because eventually that's got to happen. And you listen, I saw you with the Kovalev fight, great fight. You got hurt a little bit in the 11th or 12th round. You got stuck.
No, I got hurt many times in other fights. You didn't know it.
I know I know, but you got a little strong.
Not in the point that punch.
But I understand what Gerry is saying. Where
you got so much going
you turn
for yourself.
You turn a page. But I got a better chance.
But Gerry, sometimes you don't know when someone's hurt. Like he jabbed my arm like 5 times. I'm hurting right now.
But not only that, and that was a soft jab. But Gerry is right.
Soft to some people, but I have no muscle.
I know. But you got to
sharp edge.
You got to get the dumbbells.
Like if you come in hard, you'll probably. And I'll tell you one thing between you and me. Take a breath. I'll tell you one thing.
If I take a breath, I'll stop breathing.
I know.
But let me tell you. But let me tell you, if I take a breath, I'll stop breathing. And you're going to give me CPR, and I didn't brush my teeth this morning.
That's all right.
But let me tell you. It's
still sweet. You can't have bad breath looking that good.
But this is important. Gerry was ready to allude to things going to happen. Turn a page. He's absolutely 100% right. I am not outside of that rim of danger. But I got a better chance as a black African American in this country getting pulled over, shot by a cop or anybody else than getting hurt in the ring. By statistics. Okay. True? Checkmate.
That's
right.
My favorite.
Let me tell you what
that was pretty good, right?
It was good.
Stop all of us going.
I didn't jump to something. I didn't touch the
let's
pulse.
talk about Trump. Trump or Clinton? Trump or Clinton?
I like Trump. I love Trump.
You like the Trump?
I like that.
What's wrong with Trump?
You like the Trump?
I like anybody going to save me money.
Spoken like every wealthy person in America.
So you're going to definitely be able to walk away after this fight.
I'm done, man.
This is it.
But what
final one?
But when you get that, Bernard, for a second, when you get that itch to go back,
Mr. Checks,
can you train? You're interested in training fighters?
Jerry.
I mean, it's great. You got all the tools.
Jerry,
all the tools.
I don't have the patience. I'm being honest.
He's moving into fashion. If you don't know that,
I'm in patience. I am a partner on paper with Golden Boy.
Right.
I'm a color talent. I'm the talent color commentator.
I agree.
Why would I put a bucket in my hand and a towel around my neck and be in a corner?
Well, to make another guy a world champion, to you build him.
Maybe someone that takes 100% of my time.
Right.
Yeah, but maybe someone you see that has something special.
Listen, Jerry, I got a 5-year-old and I got a 17-year-old. I got a 5-year-old and I got a 17-year-old. So you mean to tell me it was justified?
Boys?
One boy and the girl. It was justified me being really away, doing what I had to do to send them to private schools. Moving to Delaware, right, for business reasons, right? Delaware, state of Delaware, right? Taxes, corporate, right? So, why would I spend the rest of my 50+ and try to hit the graveyard? Because I'm halfway through lifespan, if you numbers don't lie. I love it.
I find that hard to believe. I think you'll make it to 150.
Well, I don't want to wait. Listen, I hope not. I don't want to wear a diaper.
I can't believe you're halfway through it.
But the thing is, the thing is this, as long as my health and my personality.
Yeah.
And I know this is the final one. Then I have more to contribute to, not only to life, to people that have a low self-esteem, the people that ran into the dream killer and they stopped and then they can start back up because they heard me somewhere on this radio, or you could say the computer age, and somewhere they get a glimpse of a 51-year-old who's in.
I'll be honest with you.
I
want to do more with my life now that I've met you.
You look like you failed.
I know. No, I have. But I feel stronger.
But in the same way, looks are deceiving.
Exactly.
Maybe you haven't. But your presence fits the category of a guy I should watch my damn pockets.
Exactly. I know.
Oh,
listen, how was
I got long arms.
How was it beating Roy Jones?
I may have already got it.
How was it beating Roy Jones the second time?
It was gratifying because I chased him for 13, 14 years, Jerry, to fight somebody that, you lost to. In 1993 at RFK Stadium, Riddick Bowe and Jesse Ferguson was the main event of the heavyweight fight then. And I remember that fight clearly, and that fight there made me so determined not to lose in a long time. Took 12 years and 20 defenses for me to lose a decision to Jermaine Teller. So I'm not a quitter. It shows by the record. I told you credibility. It shows that I can make wrong and change it to right. If you look at my personal life, I never stayed out of trouble, Jerry. Cops stayed at my door. They got to a point where they knew me so much, man. It's like, oh, we're getting Friday, right? When I made a decision not to go back, and this is the personal, this is the book, the movie, and all that, redemption and all that. This is going to come soon. When I made my mind up that I will not be anybody's retirement fund by being in that institution for 50, at that time, $1,000 a year to keep me there, I'm being political now. No more. And it's easy to say, and then come home and lose my first fight, Jerry, but still had the 9 years to walk off. And I worked at the roofing union with the biggest unions they got is in Philadelphia. Everybody know the union guys in Philadelphia, right? The Steve Traits of the world and people like that. It's old school. So when I started working in the roof, I wasn't a foreman. And I saw hot. We taking a hot. I know that hard work. And we got the muck and I got stuff all over my clothes I got to wear the next day. And then the Penn Tower Hotel, because in Greater Ford, I broke down the kitchen. I knew how to break down the kitchen with the squeegee, take it off the runway, and do that. So when I remember these hard work jobs, I can look at the Joe Smith, who's a construction union guy, and understanding he's coming with some shit. He's a Long Island guy. He ain't gonna fall down.
Movie, maybe
but
I could be one of the
you
cops.
Studied him. So you studied him.
Got to grow the
you know what to
mustache
expect. Come on, you're the man.
Not only studying them,
right? You know how.
What's more important that I want nobody to miss here.
Right.
I can always study on YouTube and study in tape. I'm telling you, Long Island, construction, union guy. He's a tough son of a bitch.
Oh, I understand
He's coming.
that. I understand that.
Listen.
It takes some smarts, too, bro.
Listen, it takes some smarts, but if I don't come right to deal with those adversities that I might be surprised about if I underestimated him, then the Buster Douglas of the world will get their name off of Mike Tyson.
All right, now listen, I got one story.
That's perfect.
Bernard,
I
like that spit.
I like that
Bernard,
spit.
I'm going to tell you, right? I'm going to tell you something, right? Listen to me.
I'm killing
I got to ask this question. I got to ask this question.
Your job is still safe.
Bernard, I'm 60. I'm 60.
Listen, you're
I'm
doing
60.
well.
My wife tells me,
Jerry,
make a list.
You're doing swell.
Make a list.
You're doing
Get your
swell.
keys,
Your
your
job is
wallet,
safe
your
here.
keys.
I don't want it. Your job is safe here. Your spit game.
He doesn't work here.
I came in this damn thing and I tore your asses up. But I love you. I love you. I love you.
Listen.
We got to start wrapping up.
We're getting older.
Bernard's,
you making a list before you go out of the house?
Somewhere to go.
Keys, wallet. Has that happened yet?
I've been
wife
making a
telling you?
list 15 years ago.
I like it.
The only time she don't remind me is when fucking I leave my credit card somewhere and she can. She don't remind me that.
That's the only time that doesn't come up.
But listen, what are you going to do?
I'll tell you, I was looking for my key for 3 hours. Right? And the keys was in the ignition. The car was on.
All right.
Listen,
You ever do that before?
Yeah,
You ever do that?
Listen, what are you going to do? What are you going to do in this fight?
When?
With Joe Smith.
He's asking for your strategy.
On the 18th, when you fight.
Yes.
When you fight Joe Smith.
When?
That night. When?
Madison Square Garden.
You can't remember?
Win the fight. I'm going to win.
Oh, he's going to win.
You're gonna win the fight.
win.
Obviously, you're going to win the fight. But
How I'm going to win it?
What are you expecting from him? Obviously,
I'm
big, strong guy,
I'm expecting a big, strong, young guy to
green
do,
guy.
Green, whatever. I'm expecting a young guy to do what young people do.
Right. You want to tame him. You want to tame him.
Use their youth and use their inexperience.
Right. That's right.
To run into the fire without a hose in their hand.
Ooh, damn.
He's a bad man, bro.
That's what I like to do.
He's the executioner.
Yeah.
He's the executioner.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay to run through the fire, but damn, add water with you.
A bucket, squirt gun,
That's the way I do
water
it.
balloon.
Now, you never get out of shape. You're in shape all the time, right? You got a lot of rounds in for this fight? A lot of boxing rounds?
What do you think he's been doing?
When you got a wife half your age, how I'm going to get out of shape? I look like a grandfather. See, I got motivation to stay the way I'm staying. There's a lot of, I create things, right? I create things to stay on point. And one of those things is, I have to look apart because it's image, and there's what you say and how you act keeps you in that building. See, image only can get you in, but what you know and what you do keeps you in.
Right.
I want to stay in that building once I get in.
I know.
I don't want to be thrown out because I got discovered as being a fraud, right? Somebody that's dressed up, but nowhere to go.
Bernard,
You've been like that many times. No, you've been like that.
Bernard,
I'm
they're
like
saying
that
you
right
have to
now.
go.
Jerry
I
been all
barely got in the
places.
building.
Bernard, they're saying you have to go.
They're taking
Yeah,
you away.
Bernard, listen, great
Okay.
having you on with us, Bernard. You're a great man. Congratulations. Wish you all the luck.
On
and,
a great career. Who's
and a
not
great
watching
life.
the last fight? I can't wait for this
Well, it's
thing.
on HBO. You don't have to pay no money this time. Don't worry about it.
Saturday,
Larry
December
Merchant's
17th
gone.
at 10 p.m.
Yeah, he spent this time. Larry's an icon in boxing. Respect him. But everything has to stop. If life don't last forever, how can my career?
And you like being behind the camera?
I like talking.
Jerry's got to go.
You think? You think?
Jerry's
All right,
got to
baby.
go.
Thank you, Bernard.
Thank you, Bernard
Thank you,
Hopkins.
brother.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. Stay there.
Opie Radio is back.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. Stole many a man's soul of faith. I was around when Jesus Christ had
Beggar's Banquet.
me damn sure.
On this date in 1969, Rolling Stones got Vic Henley and Kirk Fox in studio. Now we got to break down the Bernard Hopkins appearance. Woo!
He was jabbing me hard,
You were getting jabbed pretty hard.
I was completely
But
happy I was
could-
behind him.
but I could take it. I seem to be
Yeah,
stronger than...
you're no worse to wear.
Yeah, you're all right. You took it nice. I said to you, Kirk, the first thing I said when you came in, I said, we're going to say hi to Bernard Hopkins, and then me and you are going to go get a cup of coffee.
I had no idea it was that rampant.
And then you asked him about a suit, I think.
I
next thing you know,
I was just referring to our suit talk, how I had borrowed a suit, and his suit clearly was tailored.
Wonderful. Yeah, tailored to him.
But he thought I attacked the suit, and 20 minutes later...
then off
20.
Then off he went.
30 minutes later.
Whatever. Good God.
Paul's going to make a video all the times we try to ask a question.
Yeah, that'd be
how many do you think there are?
It's going to look like a remix at a rave. It's just going to be 8 seconds and a skip. 8 seconds and a skip.
I know I tried because I started making marks on my paper in front of me. I tried 5 times.
20. I tried to slide in 20.
I'm probably somewhere between that. I'm probably about 10. I thought about 10 things I wanted to say.
There were some openings that I could get a jab in, but it just...
He's fascinating, man. He started his life in a shitty place and went to the penitentiary for 4 or 5 years. He was such a tough guy. He was boxing in prison.
Do you think in the penitentiary cellmates were...
What are you, Bernard Hopkins? Let me finish my sentence, you son of a bitch.
Apparently we did not learn anything.
At this point, if any of us are interrupted, we're going to lose our shit. I'm kidding, Kirk. Obviously, I'm kidding. No, it was so tough that he fought in other prisons and all that. They took him around, man.
Wow.
And then he got out and he lost his first fight. He's got a great story to tell.
And he kept saying walking off 9 years, so I'm assuming he was on probation is what he must mean.
Right. So
when he got out, he still was on probation for 9 years
he had
or whatever.
Be good for 9 years, and he probably had the itch like, fuck, things aren't going well.
Right.
Maybe I go back to my old life. But he hung in there.
They said the cops were on his doorstep.
Yeah, he said, that we can just get him
That's
Friday.
the part I'm playing in the movie, I guess.
You're going to be the cop.
I like it.
I think I said somewhere in there you got to grow the mustache back.
I know, you said something.
I was trying. We were all trying.
Yeah, it was still fascinating. You know,
I love when he comes in. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to.
I'll take it all day long just for the accomplishments. Like I said to you guys, the fucker fought and beat somebody once a year for 23 years in a row.
Right. He started in '88, I believe.
So I think I don't think that will ever be done in boxing. Maybe I don't know if it was done before or since, but to at least for a title fight, non-fight, fighting in the goddamn garage, he fought a regular sanctioned fight,
right,
and won at least one fight a year for 23 goddamn years.
He still looks good.
He looks better than all of us put together.
Looks good. He looks amazing. He doesn't look 51 years old. I'll tell you that much. He's 55-7-2, 32 KOs, and he lost his first fight. So that's a hell of a record.
De La Hoya only wanted one part of him once,
right?
And then they went into business together. That's how much he whipped his ass. Yeah, he whipped my ass so good, only to be partners with me for the rest of my life.
But he kept reminding everyone on paper only.
But they
whatever the hell that means.
You know, his first big payday when he mentioned, I think, is something like when he got that first big fight, he only got 10 million, and De La Hoya got like 30 something. Right. It was like it was 3-1 against him.
I wanted to ask him about over 40. He had a hell of a run after 40 years old. Not many fighters did that.
No, he beat Foreman's record twice.
Right.
He beat Foreman's record, then beat his own record by upping that a few more years. And the 20 title defenses, I think, was also some sort of a record, or at least tied for any division, I think, to defend your title 20 times in a row.
And I think he's all there, right? No,
he's gone.
Gone.
He's gone completely.
He's a little punch drunk. He didn't know where he was.
Oh, now you say it.
I tried to say it.
He's going to come running through that door. And
bring him in. Now I know his weakness. If I can get him talking, I can hit him.
I didn't want to laugh too hard because we see Gerry Cooney a lot. He comes in here almost once a week at this point. We can't get rid of him. And when Bernard was making fun of how Jerry's dressed. And you got to see it, man. Jerry's got his salmon pants that he loves. Every time he comes in here, he's wearing his salmon pants. Then he's got a vest like a fleece vest on. And Bernard Hopkins is dressed like perfectly, perfectly. And then he stands up and just starts making fun of Jerry's dress.
Well, it's like the comedians do, when in doubt, just go for the nice fucking shirt, dick. Just go for the old horrible. And then
and then you guys are off and running. I checked my Twitter real fast. T43, he writes, Opie Radio. Just blink if someone that could crush both of us said caviar instead of caveat.
I wasn't going to correct him, or you couldn't have if you wanted to, but he did say with the caviar of the baba instead of the caveat.
Yeah, the caveat.
Yeah,
he might have messed up one or two words. Not too shabby.
Well, he was going 1,000.
He probably messed up more if we were listening.
you tapped out a couple times.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you combine any level of punch drunkenness with the speed he was talking, you're not going to get through that minefield without a couple of slip-ups.
Yeah.
He believes.
God damn, he does. Like Cher.
You watching the last fight?
You know, am I going to watch this last
fight? This might
fight?
be the first fight I watch in a long time.
I haven't seen it finally in ages, right? HBO, though, that's always,
HBO,
you know.
I just threw all the 17th, right?
Yep. And it's on right after Cocoon, so that's it's crazy. It's a double header.
That's wonderful. Well, something for everybody in your household.
That's a big night.
The autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman.
Bucket list.
And I mean, he's fighting a young guy, so he's not trying to, like, go out easy. Right?
Seems like
I don't know much about Joe Smith, but his record's 22-1, 18 KOs. I feel like we're...
well, his one loss was to Aaron Albright. That's the guy I beat.
Yeah,
I was going to say, that sounds familiar.
That's a nice callback.
Thanks. A long time ago. A lot's happened between it.
You showed me the picture of 3 fighters, and you said, look, I'm the only undefeated fighter in this picture.
That's
I
right.
1-0.
I like it.
But that's because you didn't fight Wayne.
I still might.
You still might take out Wayne.
Only on paper.
There's Joe Smith. What town is he from? If he's a Long Island kid, I think I got to go for Long Island. What town is Joe Smith
turn
from?
around, I can't see.
We're looking it up really fast. So
It just says Long Island, New York City.
Does he not have a picture on Wikipedia?
So we're now. There's some pictures up there. He's a white kid from Long Island. He's don't know much about. I just don't know much about the guy. All right, we'll figure it out. But there you go. The executioner has left
You should have him
the
in.
studio.
See if you could have him in.
I'm sure we could get Joe Smith in. Get the other side of this thing.
Let's hear it.
Gonna kick his ass.
I think it's cool that the executioner went in business with Golden Boy.
Yeah.
You know, just to provide the yin and the yang of the whole thing.
Well, he was supposed to be in here today, too.
Golden Boy bailed out on us.
Bailed out last minute.
Getting a pedicure. Having some sprouts.
I kind of feel like we got...
Hey, if the executioner can show, then the Golden Boy, you know.
Yeah, what happened to the Golden Boy today?
He was getting a perm.
I kind of feel like I got beat
Some
up.
highlights.
Yeah.
He's sitting at home listening to Enrique and Ricky Martin.
Jesus. Doing a little shopping? Is that what you're getting at?
I don't know.
Is that what you're getting at, Vic? You were dancing around that.
Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious.
You were dancing around that.
I did not know. I didn't know this existed.
You don't know this story?
I was just being silly because he's a pretty boy.
Jeez.
You know. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
that's too good. That looks like a John Leguizamo character. Does it not? That's totally what that is.
But he was called back to L.A.
What's weird is I've been looking at those pictures for years. I didn't even know it was Oscar.
Wow, that makes it really bad. That makes it really bad. We at least have an excuse.
I have that on my screensaver. I just thought it was a beautiful girl with short hair.
Having fun.
You know, if you got the body, why not,
Yeah.
right, Kirk?
Guy looks
Show
strong.
it off. Show it off.
There's the guy. There's some dick coming out of that one. It looks
Well, you know he's made it when he's got a bathtub.
You know.
Yeah, I think he claimed these were photoshopped.
That's at the Ritz-Carlton.
No, I'm not gonna.
No, it was. I took that picture.
So you know that one.
I think that was the story, right?
All this was Photoshop.
Enough years have gone by. He's past all that.
Who cares?
He's making a lot of money. Blew us off, though, Kirk.
Did he?
I don't know.
He knew Bedard do enough talking for both of them. So
Well, that's what I was thinking the whole time.
Well, if he hadn't blown you off, he will now.
Right. All right. The executioner. He was called the alien. He retired the executioner.
and went back and went to the alien.
And he was called the alien because he was doing things that were out of this world.
Well, I feel like
and then he
I was
brought back
just
the
probed.
executioner for the last fight.
He could be the alien. I felt probed.
Oh, hey.
Lewis has a question about Oscar De La Hoya. Good old Lewis. What's up, Lewis?
Hey, did you see that he is now recently single?
De La Hoya.
I was wondering if that's maybe why he canceled, because I was really going to try to ask and see if we can get any more info on that.
Well, you wanted? He went home
out,
for a date.
He was like, he got drunk somewhere and he went out. TMZ called him and they were like,
Oh, shit,
he's like,
this is
guess
like-
what? I'm single. Yeah.
Oh, this is just breaking. Oh, this is why he didn't want to deal with this shit. I didn't know this was a headline today. Oscar De La Hoya, guess what? I'm single. Oh, this is why he canceled this. This is why he canceled. Could you play this real fast, Paul?
It's today.
Great video, TMZ. Jesus. What the fuck?
I'd rather sit with
Harvey,
Bernard
what are you
Tompkins.
doing? It's just him in a club, obviously, loud music, obviously, drinking, obviously, with a bunch
Saying
of
he's
people.
single with his arm around his boyfriend.
Yeah, and he's single and he had his arm around a guy, but obviously a friend of his. So that's why he didn't want to deal with that. He didn't want to answer questions about that.
Basically.
So he was called back to L.A. On business. Hey, Lewis, what else you got in sports? You want to go after Jeff Fisher, I heard.
Yeah, I can't stand Jeff Fisher. I didn't know if you wanted to jump into that real quick, but I just don't understand how he keeps a job, basically.
Didn't he set the record for most losses?
Yes. He's actually second on the all-time list for most losses right now.
I knew he was climbing that chart.
So who's...
Right when Tom Brady sets the record for most wins by a QB, this guy gets right on up there with the most losses by a coach.
Who has the most losses of all time? If it's not Jeff Fisher.
Well, you just clicked off the answer. Our crack staff here.
Who is it? Yeah. Why don't you like him, though, Lewis?
Because he just doesn't deserve to be an NFL coach. He's bad at his job. He's very bad at his job, Opie. And I don't understand.
Dan Reeves, sorry.
Oh, was it Dan Reeves?
Dan Reeves is the record. He will tie him, yes. Dan Reeves, former Falcons and Denver Broncos coach. Sure. Former Dallas Cowboy.
I did not know he had the record.
Very religious man.
So Jeff Fisher was getting ready for his game this week against the Patriots. And during a conference call, they were asking him what he plans on doing against the Patriots offense. What is the Rams defense going to do against the Patriots offense? He mentioned two players on the Patriots that they would have to look out for, Danny Woodhead and another guy on the team, and they're both not on the team anymore.
He said, watch out for Woodhead, who's in San Diego, I believe.
Yeah, he's like, watch, Woodhead really is a change of pace back.
Woodhead's been on San Diego for 2 years. I think now, exactly.
He's on injured reserve. He's
not even playing this year. He's hurt, right.
Wow.
And then who else did he say? Woodhead.
Another guy that's not even on the Patriots anymore?
I saw him digging around for the challenge flag. Did you see that video?
That was going to be my last thing to bring up.
This is funny.
It just blew up his spot.
Sorry.
He was going to end strong with that one there.
Sorry.
But you're right, Vic. People want to believe in this guy, and you hear he gets this 2-year contract, and I'm watching the game, and he wants to challenge a play, which should have been challenged. He was absolutely correct on challenging the play. But this dummy can't find the fucking challenge flag.
It's in his coat.
No, it wasn't. If you play the video, he's literally looking for this flag for
it's just like a drunk looking for his keys at the front door, just not knowing anything.
It's cold. He's got a very big, thick coat on. It could be anywhere.
He is an idiot.
Let me see the video.
You know where the flag is in the modern day NFL? You do a Belichick. You put it on a fucking wristband around your wrist. This should never be. As the head coach, you're the only guy that can throw the flag. Right. You know where the goddamn flag is the minute that replay became available, and you knew you had to throw the little beanbag.
So there's an entire stadium waiting for this asshole to find this fucking flag.
Right.
The ref's looking at him.
And the ref's kind of laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? He's holding back a smile.
That's a key. That's a condom. Hang on, there's a Q-tip.
He also looks...
Wait a minute. Did
he ever find it?
Hang on. Wait a minute.
He did find it, but he had to verbally say it. And then they came back to him. See, the guy left. He's still...
Right.
He looks kind of homeless, too.
So what would Jesus do?
That's a homeless coat, right, Kirk?
That is. I know that coat.
Was it yours originally?
That coat looks familiar.
Where was the...
what if I just pulled a flag out of my...
Here it is. Where was the flag there, Lewis?
In his right front pocket of his jeans.
So why did he keep... Oh, in his pants.
His pants. Doing the old...
I should say left. I'm sorry.
Checking everywhere but where they are.
And this stuff bothers you, huh, Lewis?
It drives me insane. He's a nice guy. I understand he lost the Super Bowl by a yard back in the day. It's time to let
Did you lose money on that game?
Not at all.
Lewis plays fantasy football, so this has to tie into fantasy football in some way.
It actually it just.
Do you pick your coaches in fantasy football? Do you pick coaches?
There's no coach involved because you couldn't determine.
But maybe Fisher made a move that Lewis didn't like.
I think you're right.
I'm thinking something like that.
Oh, like drafting a franchise quarterback in the first round, trading a lot of picks to go up and get Jared Goff, and then not starting him the entire season.
Well, that's
something like
this.
That
Jeff Fisher. This sounds personal.
Yeah, it's definitely personal.
That's a stupid move, though.
Yeah.
Well, unless you know before you ever draft him that you know he's going to sit X amount of games. You evaluate him based on his mental capacity for learning the phone book in the NFL playbook game and his physical capacity for keeping up with a high level of speed. So you hopefully watch him do all these drills and you see him at the combine. So you know, okay, we're going to get him, but we know that he's still got some growth. He's got a lot to go through. We're going to have to fucking sit him on the bench for 8 or 9 games. Or from the moment you draft him, we're not. This fucker is ready for trial by fire right now. We're going to do a Carson Wentz. Wentz. We're throwing them right in there. Or are you going to clipboard them? It does Eli. They said Eli for fucking 8 or 9 games, and then finally they put Eli in. Everybody was saying the same thing. The minute the Giants went in the shitter, they're like, "Why about Eli? Why'd you goddamn draft him?" So, I don't.
I get where you're coming from, but if that's the case, don't trade that much for him.
Okay.
And don't trade all the way to the front of the draft, to get him. And then sit him.
It makes him look stupid when Wentz is okay. Wentz is now he's getting caught up with a little bit, but with Dak Prescott from the 4th round and Carson Wentz from 2 picks down on you, it's looking like and right there were 7-9 the past 2 years. They really thought they were going to get over the hump this year, and now it's looking like Gurley's not even Gurley.
Well, yeah,
that's their running back. In case you look,
Gurley's not really Gurley.
Well, he burst onto the scene with 7 fantastic
Vic
games.
has a little Bernard in him, something. Man, I'm just sitting back watching.
It's football. I will talk football.
No, you're right.
It's all.
Good thing Bernard didn't bring up football.
Vic loves college football on top.
So
of this.
right,
but he certainly knows a bit about the NFL.
With this, I had the whole day off Sunday, and I did nothing except watch every goddamn game possible all day long.
Did you hear about Cam Newton? Now it's turning out he was at a strip club, and that's why.
It wasn't that he didn't have his tie on. Really,
well, we all knew that was bullshit.
He didn't have his tie on.
Why were they doing that? They were trying to protect him a little bit.
Definitely trying to protect him because he's supposed to be the golden boy of that franchise. He's supposed to have kids look up to him.
It's okay if you go to a strip club every once in a while, right, Kirk?
I would think so. And if you're wearing a tie in that strip club, it's not even dirty.
Then everyone's okay.
I love that Collinsworth immediately went, I don't know what it is, but if I had to guess, it's some bull. He didn't say bullshit, but he implicated some ticky-tack little nuancy, probably shouldn't even have been in a discussion, and he was right. So when they came out with the tie thing, I'm like, oh, fuck, he was totally right. I love Collinsworth.
Yeah, we're far away from the situation, and even we knew that the tie thing was complete bullshit. And they thought that was going to work, and it would throw people off the scent, I guess. Everyone was digging, going, all right, what is this really about?
Exactly.
I didn't know there were titty bars in the Bay Area. Where were they? Seattle.
I didn't even know they still had titty bars, do they?
Oh, yeah. You've never been to Atlanta? You never been to Atlanta?
Yeah. I'm kidding.
That's Dice's old joke. Dice used to go on stage. Whenever he worked Texas, the Dice would go on stage and do the whole Dice thing and then go, Houston, one big titty bar. He would just...
Good old Dice. What else, Lewis? What else is going on in sports?
I'm a little annoyed at LeBron James as usual because it's just getting on my fucking nerves. Apparently LeBron James does not want to meet up with Phil Jackson after Phil Jackson made the comment of posse about his crew. He's still angry about that and just has no plans on actually speaking to him about the situation.
I think it's all bullshit. Me and Lewis were talking about this before the show. I mean, Phil Jackson's he's in that environment. LeBron is in that environment. He understands Phil Jackson by this point and has to know that Phil didn't mean anything by that.
Exactly.
But he has to stand by the black-white thing or something. Is that what's going on here?
Right, but with Phil Jackson? I mean, it's Phil Jackson. He's coached legendary players, black players for his entire... It would have come out already, But
what? It's suspicious that Michael Jordan isn't stepping up and saying anything.
Phil Jackson has a posse. I mean, it's just...
Or maybe Phil Jackson is an asshole. And we're finally learning it through LeBron James.
He could be an asshole, and that's fine, but don't bring it into a race thing. It's okay to be an asshole and not racist, right?
I think you got to let Phil Jackson off the hook.
I think we get Henry Louis Gates and then that cop and Phil Jackson and LeBron and Obama, and we all have a beer.
Nice beer on the picnic table.
We all work it out. Everything will be fine.
Throw Bernard in there.
Get Bernard off.
Oh, my God. You notice we're all chatty right now? We're all chatty.
We're like Mustangs who finally can go run.
We just
Let us run, Bernard.
We just want to be heard. I don't even know if we're doing anything good.
What's great is he's listening to this. He's trying to turn the car around right now.
Right. That beer thing with Obama never worked out. He did it one time.
Look, that was the only incident. I guess I didn't know he was going to. I didn't know he was going to choose to make that like his little thing.
He had plenty of opportunities to have a beer at the
with lots of people
at the picnic table.
Yeah, sure.
And only did it one, and that was it. He was done with that.
So your Cowboys are the only team that's locked in. They're no matter what happens.
Yeah, they just made it to the playoffs. Finally clinched.
Everybody else
is
first team to do it, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Are you happy about that? Is there some joy in your life, or still just hate?
I'm super excited about that.
Huge Cowboys fan.
Huge.
Not me, him. Chris DiStefano was wrong too. He said the Giants were going to give you guys a run for your money, record wise.
Right. Yeah, he was wrong. 100% wrong. He said they were going to win out. The Steelers whooped their ass.
They were both going to be 13-3, he said, right?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. And the Giants are going to lose this
They're
season.
the only team, I saw this, I believe. If you're like they're 30th or 31st in running the ball,
right.
And no other team in the NFL in like 50 fucking years has even had a winning record. If you've been one of the top 2 or 3 bottom shit teams of running the football, they were already going against the grain on that just by being 8-3 at one point. But that usually equates to not even a winning record for you.
Yeah, you do basketball, Lewis?
Not too much other
More
than
football
hating
than
on
basketball?
LeBron James. Yeah.
Well, Klay Thompson had 60.
Yes, he did. No, it was fucking crazy good.
I didn't finish.
Sorry.
Notice how I didn't say anything? I wanted you to get that out.
I got confused by the laugh.
I was just happy you
It
knew
was amazing.
something.
I know a lot.
I was
Pick my spots. Klay Thompson had 60 points, but this is my question that I don't know. Did he play the fourth? He didn't play the fourth quarter, right? They sat him because it was a blowout.
Yeah, it was X amount of minutes. I didn't check the final minutes on that.
Would you have let him play?
29 minutes.
In 29 minutes.
Jesus, you got to let him play.
Yeah, his stats were ridiculous. He had 60 points in, I believe, 3 quarters. I don't even know if I don't think he went in on the fourth quarter. If he did, it was for a very short period of time. I'm a fan of letting these guys fucking go for it. 60 points and you got a whole quarter left. Let them go, right?
Why not? Absolutely.
I mean, the other team can handle it. They're big boys. But it's a sportsmanship thing, right?
They didn't take Kobe out when he was putting 81 on whenever that happened.
Yeah, but that might have been a close game. I don't remember the details anymore.
No, it was they just let him run it.
At 81?
They just
look up the score. I think there was a reason why he stayed in. Because in modern day basketball, if it's a blowout, they always take the stars
Take the foot
out.
off the
Even
gas.
if they're having a game like Klay Thompson had last night or the night before, whatever it was, 60 points in 3 quarters. Could you imagine? He would have had at least another 10 or 12 easily in the fourth quarter. Brian, what is, did you look up the Kobe Bryant game? I guarantee that there was the game was close enough, and that's why Kobe was able to say.
It said Kobe had 62 through 3 quarters in his game of 81.
Right.
And then they stopped Thompson at 60 through 3 quarters.
And then he has to sit down and go, fuck.
Well, if he cares. Part of you's got to wonder when you're having the magic night when the fucker looks as big as the ocean. You got to wonder. I just want to keep throwing it up there and see what happens, especially if the game's a blowout.
You got to leave him in.
I think you care. I think you care, but this is what they do in the NBA. Everyone has agreed. If it's a blowout, you take the guys out, even if they're having a career night, which is so frustrating for a fan. You want to see,
especially you'd see history.
Exactly. Wilt just beat the shit out of people. A lot of those games, they were complete blowouts, and they left him in.
Well, that's why this is especially because this wasn't a big man.
Maybe he missed 2 in a row.
This was a shooter doing this.
Right.
Maybe he missed 2 in a row.
Fucking, he's cold. Get him out. Save him.
Kobe's night of 81, the final was 112-90. So that's 22 points. So, the game wasn't that close, that's for sure. And they let him run it up. I think Kobe's last game, they let him fuck it.
Well, for sure on that.
Thank you, Kirk.
For sure on that.
Oh, really? For sure on that?
The last one?
I said that, and people beat me up for it. I'm like, come on, man. It was his last game.
They all let him do it. Well, he still got to make them. He still made them.
They didn't even contest it.
Yeah.
He would lay up. It was like a game of horse.
But then people were spinning it like, oh, Kobe's still amazing. No, man, they let him go out in style.
Him go 50.
They handed it to him.
Sure.
Of course they handed it to him. All right. Is that it for sports, Lewis?
Yes, sir, other than LeBron James still being a baby about sleeping at a Trump hotel. Now he has to change everything so that he can sleep somewhere else away from the team that sleeps at the Trump hotel.
Wait, the rest of the team's going to stay there?
They're okay with it.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys that are going to sleep where he sleeps, but other than that.
His boys?
Yeah.
They all share a room, I heard.
Really?
They're all going to start sharing Khloe Kardashian.
The whole team.
Oh, they've been sharing that bitch. Believe me.
All right.
I like Khloe.
All right, Lewis.
My
relax.
luggage.
Chloe.
You got a problem with Chloe?
I mean, she's all right.
Let me tell you
been
that
passed around so much.
The luggage that I have on this trip was given to me by her because I did her show. It's a good piece of luggage.
Cocktails? Chloe with cocktails?
She's got a show?
She did. Cocktails with Chloe. And part of the swag was a real good carry-on bag with wheels. My first pair.
You got wheels.
My first suitcase with wheels.
Congratulations, Kirk.
Thank you. Today was the first flight where I checked a bag in 15 years.
Really?
I usually travel with just paper bag and a smile.
Little backpack and you're good?
What do you do?
Go right to Pervert Park.
What do you do on Cocktails with Chloe? Do you just sit there and
entertain, be charming,
cocktails?
Shoot the shit, and hope Bernard Hopkins doesn't come in the door?
Well, and I let her know that Lamar Odom's mistress was on my talk show. I thought that was nice to tell her.
Oh,
how'd she react okay to that?
She didn't like it, but that's good TV.
All right.
You went for the good TV?
Yeah.
Did she know about this broad?
No.
Nice.
How'd it go down?
With that?
Yeah.
They just, you mean on Chloe's show or on mine?
Oh, wow. Look.
Here he is.
Look, it's all over the place. Hold on. All right, go to the
This is from the English newspaper.
See, Khloe Kardashian's awkward reaction to moment her guest reveals he interviewed Lamar.
And I'll tell you because it's on my mind. On one of the episodes, I think I had Lamar.
Oh my God!
Like, for real?
Is this a real story?
Are you saying?
I don't know. Is this real?
I had a talk show called The Test.
Oh, you did have.
Wow, she's not happy.
I know, but I got the luggage.
You got the luggage out of it.
I got the luggage first before I told her.
Why is it only a short clip?
That's all I wanted. I had my people cut it down. That's why I'm here.
That was your thing.
Who's that woman with the lime green glitter lipstick?
Oh,
Jesus
she's a
Christ.
YouTube star.
Glozell.
Is it really?
I didn't make
Please
eye
tell
contact.
me that's
No,
really.
he's right.
If I open my mouth, it's the truth, Vic.
Of course it is.
You haven't seen this broad?
Glozell.
She's a YouTube star. She's a sensation. Wait, Lewis is back. Another person that drives him crazy. Why does
Glozell upset
drive
you?
nuts?
It's just enough.
She's listed as a comedian, Vic.
Oh, well, we know that's not true.
Go to her YouTube channel. She gets some views.
1 second.
Why?
Because she's just fake and boring and over the top. It's just too much.
Who isn't?
If anybody look at her.
She has it for all her videos, and she's known for that.
That's funny.
And you just hate her, Lewis?
Yeah, she's just the sister girl. Everybody can play the sister girl part.
Well, how about you put some green lipstick
She was
on
a bit of
a video?
She was a bit of a troublemaker on that show.
Was she?
She was kind of stirring the pot.
She looks a little hood.
I was with Chloe, instigator.
She wasn't too lovely.
Did the nails come out?
They were.
They were out a little bit, right?
They were out.
I could see that.
Alan.
Kirk.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Kirk, over here.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, he's looking around the room.
Tinnitus, man. I'm a little punch drunk after Bernard.
He has tinnitus, and I'm cranking the opening song, and he doesn't even tell me that. Maybe you can turn that down because it's killing me right now. That takes balls, what you did.
I'm just happy to be there.
He knows it's good TV, like he said.
Yeah, all right.
The look on her face was pretty strong.
Sorta, yeah. That was.
She was trying to be cool.
That was.
You got her good.
I thought so. Yeah,
you got her good. College coach on participation trophies.
Oh, this guy's fabulous.
Somebody finally stepped up and did what you want them to do.
It's about fucking time, right, Kirk?
Yes.
You got to have winners and losers.
That's it. That's the world we live in.
Preparing for the real world.
You shouldn't be rewarded for just being here.
No, let's play push play on this.
Right now, the generation of kids that are coming through, everybody gets a damn trophy. Okay, you finish last, you come home with a trophy. You kidding me? I mean, what's that teaching kids? It's okay to lose, and unfortunately, it's our society. It's what we're building for. And it's not just in basketball, it's in life. You know, everybody thinks they should get a job. Everybody thinks they should get a good job. No, that's not the way it works. But unfortunately, that's what we are preparing for. Because you finish fifth, you walk home with this nice trophy, parents are all excited. No. I mean, not to be too blunt, but you're a loser. Like, we're losers. We got beat. So you lost. There is no trophy for us. But unfortunately, the way these kids are brought up today, there is a trophy. Because nobody wants anybody to have hard feelings. Nobody wants to get their feelings hurt. Well, unfortunately, in the real world, I'm not sure how it is with your all's jobs. But with mine, if you lose enough, you get fired. And that's just the way it is.
Yeah, we've been saying this for years. For years. You know, I mean, when the kids felt bad because they lost, you usually got them some ice cream and everything was good.
If you lose, work harder. That's all.
Well, that's what you hopefully learn. Or you learn maybe the particular thing you're doing you're not good at, and maybe you'll go try something else that you are.
I agree.
Right?
There's one of the television commercials where the dad, he's walking to the car, and he takes the trophy from the kid because they've given the kid one of those, and he totally changes it, Of
course.
No, it's, I don't.
But those commercials went away. So
of course.
There were some complaints or something.
Well,
Because those were amazing commercials. Did you see that one?
The Lifesaver commercials?
Where the father's like just having an inner dialogue, basically. If you can find that, I'll watch that again, no problem. Was it Kia? Participation trophy.
That's
Remember?
It. Yeah,
Participant.
just silly.
Yeah, watch this, Kirk. And then we could please sign in to view this video. My God, what has been going on with the internet signing in? Let me take a phone call. We got Lisa in, where are you, Lisa? Philly?
Hey, Opie, I'm calling from Philly. How are you?
We're good, man.
I love the show. You're doing awesome. Longer the days where I don't have to wait 3.5 hours to call into the show, so this is great. Working out for the listener.
Whoa, that means no one's calling. What the fuck, Lisa?
She's loving there's no more line to ride this ride. I'm riding the front.
She'll put you on hold.
She's loving the highway that has no cars. What the fuck?
She'll put you on hold.
Oh, my God.
I love all your guests. They're really awesome, but I just got in my car, leaving work, and I hear this guy's voice without Googling. I didn't know the name. I'm like, that's the guy from Parks and Rec. He played the creepy, like waste management guy.
You got it. Sewage Joe.
Sewage Joe.
Obviously driving and Googling, and who do I see? It's Sewage Joe.
Right.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited, too.
Oh, my God, Kirk, you are hilarious. Again, all I know you is from Parks and Rec. But I'm loving it. You guys.
That's enough. That's all you need to know.
Well, no. Now you need to know that he's the guy that made Khloe Kardashian all sorts of uncomfortable.
I don't like her. She's whatever. No, but Kirk is awesome. Vic's awesome. Opie, you're doing great. I love it.
I didn't get the awesome though.
It's great.
I didn't get the
so
awesome.
Needy.
Thanks for calling in, Lisa.
Needy.
I didn't get the awesome though. I'm kind of needy.
You're very needy.
After the first part of the phone call, you're damn right I'm needy.
I'm going to take the staff to dinner again just to make you more unsure of yourself. I think it's time for another steak night. E, are you in for another steak night?
I can go to this one.
I do owe you a meal, right?
Let's play this commercial for Kirk. This is the guy. The father's not happy about the participant trophy.
1 second.
All right. Let me see that.
Participation trophy. But we won every game. Why did we get the same trophy as all those teams we beat? Are we going to start ending games with hugs instead of handshakes? No. No.
Here you go, champ.
Thanks.
No. That's awesome.
I love it.
Of course. You think that'll ever change? You think people will finally start changing up that
with Trump? Now that Trump's here.
Oh God, yeah.
I think we're done with participation trophies.
You know what? That's a very good point.
I think you either win or you lose.
Right. He whines when he doesn't win, though.
But he doesn't want a shitty trophy.
But I probably agree with you that. I don't see. He doesn't seem like a participation trophy guy at all. That's for sure. He's a bad loser or maybe a spoiled winner.
Well, the coach has to handle the
He might go down as the best president ever.
You're excited about this Trump, Kirk.
I just think that he may surprise everybody. Everyone's so down on it, but what if he ends up being great at what he does?
People are down on it?
Some people.
I didn't know.
Some people seem to be.
You know,
a lot of women complain about it, and 65% of them didn't vote for him. So maybe the women should relax.
A lot of women ended up voting for Trump over Hillary.
I know, but that's why I meant the other way around.
Right. Because, like Madonna said, women hate women.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the old, why aren't you going to vote for her? Because she's a bitch.
Right.
Well, that's why you don't vote for somebody for head cheerleader. Right. That's not why you don't. If it's a politician, you would hope it would be
but a lot of women
grounded in something.
A lot of women
besides
believe that. They're like, women hate women, and that's why, one of the reasons, because now the phones will be lit with, that's not the reason why she lost. But a lot of people will certainly point to that women just hate women.
Girl hating is awful. There's girl hating is at a whole other level than man hating.
Right.
You know, there's not a whole lot of, man hating doesn't go but more than 2 or 3 steps, and then you're either going to get in a fight or shake hands and walk in the opposite directions. But girl hating goes on for centuries.
Forever.
Yeah. I
They
think
gotta slug it out more.
I've seen more mean shit. I mean, good Lord.
Mean girls.
Woo. Well, the girls are fighting because the winner gets the the strongest man. That's how it's been since caveman days.
So it's innate?
Yeah, DNA.
Women fighting for the caveman.
That's what it's all about, is what he's saying.
All right.
For procreation.
I like that. You hear about Trump telling Boeing to take their plane back?
Yeah.
I love that. I saw that.
Holy fuck. I guess they're getting a new Air Force One. Isn't that up to Obama, though, officially?
I don't know whose jurisdiction.
Boeing.
Whoever started the deal, maybe I didn't know. If Obama started the ball rolling, can he come in as the new guy and go, I don't need this car, so to speak? You know?
I think Trump said cancel the order, but I don't think it's his. I don't think
his call.
It's his call.
It's in the budget for next year and the year after, I think, or the next 2 years. I think is what
in the budget for next year. He could probably cancel it, right?
So maybe.
So you think he could cancel it?
Officially?
Yeah. Oh,
I think so. Yeah.
Well, it's easy to say that when you have your own fucking jet.
I love it. Now that's a funny one. That's a funny one that I'll take all day long. I'll take that all day long. You know. And it also came out that he did give, I don't think he gave $100 million like he said, but he did, he gave $66 million. The figures were actually starting to trickle out on what he said he was funding his own campaign. And
right.
He said he spent $100. I'll let him, billionaires fudge a little bit.
Right.
$66 million.
But he spent 66.
Yeah, that's pretty damn,
That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Kirk, you got to leave us? I see you grabbing for a hat.
I'm just, painfully, I realize that I have to exit. I'm having dinner with Bernard.
You might as well stay here then.
No, he's already started talking. I got to catch up.
Everything he says is true.
He'll be an hour in when I get there. What did I miss?
All the food will still be there, though, because he won't have eaten anything because he's been talking the whole time.
Yeah,
no, I got to go throw on a suit and go to this Kennedy thing.
Oh, that's right, the Kennedy. Did you figure out which Kennedy?
Ted. No, I think it's
we had a
Bobby Kennedy Jr.
Ethel.
Ethel,
the one we had in. Yeah. We had him in here.
He's fascinating.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
that's where I'm going.
And
then I'm at the gym, and he's working out next to me. There's no one in the room because they're redoing this particular area of my gym, and it's just me and him. I'm like, no one knows that a Kennedy's in this fucking place. That's pretty cool, right?
Or you? They didn't know you were there.
No. That's true.
This was the best day of my life.
I like that.
This was the best day of my life.
Are you coming back?
Yeah, I'll be back in an hour.
We'll be gone.
He's going to leave dinner with the Kennedys to come back to
No, but I'm sleeping here.
Yeah.
This room's empty in an hour, right?
All right. So, we're here for another couple days. If you want to come back.
A lot of people tell you it's empty now.
We'll play it by ear.
Okay.
Or else maybe I'll feed you. I have access to steak, red wine. Bring your family. I got a lot of money now.
What are you going to say to Kennedy? What's your question?
I don't know. It's all on paper.
Come on. You got to roast him or something? You telling jokes?
No, but all my business dealings I've learned from
Bernard?
Yeah.
Ask him about the river keepers or the river watchers or something. That's one of his pet projects. They actually clean up massive sections of giant famous rivers.
I know. I like rivers dirty.
Get in that. Okay, well then throw that out at him.
I keep the rivers dirty.
That'll be a conversation.
It's easier to walk across.
Yeah.
Set it on fire and just walk across. Yeah. Do a Tony Robbins combo.
You're not going to tell us are you telling jokes with this thing?
No, I'm just. I got to be honest
going
with
to
you.
dinner with Kevin Nealon and McKinney.
Pretty cool.
I'm Kevin's date, so I'm
Plus
just
one.
All right.
I'll be doing the same thing with Kevin that I did here.
Yeah.
Just sit back and listen.
And is it the suit from the test?
Yeah.
Oh, strong.
I'll take a picture. I'll send it to you.
All right, you're going to look good, Kirk.
Shaving up, everything clean.
I keep him. Whatever's coming in is who I am.
You got to keep the mustache.
No shit.
Coming in.
No shit. I got to be me.
I don't know. You look fucking gorgeous not being you.
I know.
That's
not
like
a curse.
that didn't turn out poorly is all I'm saying.
I was pretty on the outside, but my soul was polluted.
Well, then you're like everybody else.
That's true.
That's hiding things.
Well, you'll be at Caroline's with Kevin Nealon.
All week.
Yes, sir.
Thursday?
All
Thursday.
weekend.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You got the Sunday, too?
Sunday, I go back to Los Angeles.
All right. Anything else you want to say before you get out of here? You good?
I have nothing to plug but life itself.
All right.
Just be nice. Try nice first, everyone.
Kirk Fox, it's always a pleasure. I hope you come back either tomorrow or Thursday.
I'll pop in.
All right, good. And Vic, where are you going to be before we take a break?
I'm here in the city for the next 3 weeks, but all my dates are now on VicHenley.com, and you can.
Wow, you have a website? Things are going good for you.
Only about a week ago.
The website,
and it's still under construction. It's only about a week old, and it's still not perfect.
I have at Kirk Fox. I just don't know where it's at.
Right.
Your site looks good already.
It looks all right.
I think it looks all right, man. All right, Kirk Fox, thank you for coming by.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you hopefully.
There was laughter. That's important.
Nice to meet you, man. It was really cool.
It was nice to meet me.
Opie Radio. is back.
Back with Vic Henley and Whoo Kid in studio.
What's up, man?
I heard you were supposed to interview Bernard Hopkins, but he left.
This motherfucker, man.
You mad?
Not really mad. I ain't got no fucking promo with him.
What?
Fuck him.
You knew who he was.
I know who the fuck he is, but
right.
He's 51. He's an old fuck.
Yeah.
It's his last fight.
I don't care.
He had a hell of a career.
I came because I thought Oscar De La Hoya was going to be here.
He was supposed to be with him.
He tapped out last minute.
Because I want to get in on Oscar De La Hoya transvestite stories and stuff.
Yeah, that's going to work.
I mean, I wanted to get that shit out. I want to know if he has a pussy.
I didn't know anything about it. And he thought I was goofing on him because I said when he told me that he wasn't coming, I'm like, oh, he probably had to go get his nails done to get a pedicure. And then he started pulling up those pictures. I'm like,
you really didn't know about that?
I really didn't know. He knew.
I
know. My dumb ass did not know.
No fucking way.
I just was teasing him like, oh, he probably had to get a pedicure. And he's like, do you not know this shit? And the pictures started popping up behind me. I'm like, oh my God.
Vic, I find it strange. I got to tell you why. Because you know a lot of stuff. And this thing was a massive story.
But there's so much shit. But the wealth of information that I don't know dwarfs. And I do remember a lot. But there's so much instant accessibility to 1 million pounds of shit a day now that I get lost.
I mean, you're too busy, studying world history or something.
Exactly. Right.
Stupid me. Yeah. Why would you know about Oscar De La Hoya and a fishnet?
I'm trying to break down the anniversary of the Monroe Doctrine.
Exactly.
He must have an incredible publicist to because the social media just let this go. Like, how could you let this go?
I think he said
own it.
I think he said it was photoshopped or something, and everyone went,
that's some great ass Photoshop.
If all this shit came out about you, would you just own it, or would you try to get rid of it?
Oh, I'll be talking about my pussy and everything. I'm like, yeah, I got a pussy. Yeah, I did that.
Tight.
Look at him.
Snap your dick off.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather was the first one to call me about this because we had the interview.
About your pussy?
No, not about my vagina, but
about Oscar.
About his vagina.
And Oscar's nut falling
Look at
out.
that. That's his nut sticking out the
sticking out of his pink panties. Oh my God,
that is really homophobic. That's some homo shit.
Oh, that's too good.
But the thing is, he got bitches in his photos, so I guess it's cool. I mean, he's a tranny with bitches.
Well, but Mayweather, you didn't know about this? Sorry.
That's okay.
Mayweather really is how who hipped you?
No, I interviewed May, and then this came out the same day I was interviewing him, so it was like
what did Mayweather
classic.
Say? Was he all about it?
Calling him a faggot.
Oh my God,
Floyd. I mean, he hates him though. I mean, they have this internal.
They have a little beef.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. That looked a little Photoshop right there, though.
I don't know. He looks a little drunk or something. But the reason why he went to L.A., I think, they said he had to go back for business, which is bullshit because this Bernard Hopkins fight is everything right now for Golden Boy.
But there's a big tranny parade going on right now.
TMZ.
Can't miss that.
West Hollywood. They got the streets blocked off.
But TMZ's top story is Oscar De La Hoya in a club, all drunk and shit, saying, I'm single. So we think that's why he decided to kind of blow off interviews because he was supposed to do a few around here today.
He's promoting McGregor and Canelo and all this fucking other shit.
Yeah,
you got to promote your 51-year-old fighter, man.
Well, everyone's going to watch. It's the end of Bernard Hopkins' career. It's on HBO.
But he's 51 battling a 27-year-old from Long Island.
He's already the oldest guy to hold a belt, so he's trying to, I guess, to prove that even more.
I thought Muhammad Ali was like...
No, George Foreman. George Foreman.
It was Foreman before.
And then Hopkins did it twice after Foreman did.
Man.
Yeah.
And his last fight, which was 2 years ago, it was a bad fight for him. He lost pretty much every round, so I don't think he wants to go out like that. So he's giving it one more shot to maybe try to go out on
I'm not really mad. I'm cool. I mean, he's a cool guy.
Why did he blow you off?
No.
Was there a reason?
He wanted, I think he wanted kumquats and hummus, and they never ordered it. So he got mad. He was starving. He wanted hummus.
You got to eat a lot of kumquats to fill up. That's all I'm saying.
And a lot of
hummus too. You need,
Jesus.
You need, what do you need?
That's like that's like a gay hit right there.
I don't know. You need a compound bucket of both those.
He's in the middle of training.
I'm not caught that. You said that, not me.
I just came from LA.
That's probably a 5-course meal to him because he's in the middle of training.
Yeah, maybe so.
He's barely eating at this point.
He's probably mentally fucked up too. So I said, you know what? It's all good.
And he left to go get hummus and kumquats.
I guess that's what he did. He left with it. They ordered him like $40 worth of fucking kumquats.
By the way, another guy, I don't know.
What?
It's the day. It's the day of the guy. I don't know what.
We don't know if you're telling the truth or not. That's what he's saying.
I saw the kumquat in the bag, and I said I want to see what a kumquat is.
They're little tiny oranges the size of a cherry tomato.
Like,
I mean, of a grape tomato.
But what are they? Like
they're not worth
citrus.
all
It's the tiniest little orange or tangerine you've ever seen in your entire life.
What's he going to do with it? He's going to stuff it in his ass?
I don't know. You eat them.
It's not worth all the work is the problem.
Man.
You ever have
that's what that is.
What do they call lychees?
Lychee, yeah, that's it.
You ever taste a lychee?
That's also very fruity and delicious.
Amazing, but you peel the thing and the pit is it's pretty much the whole fucking
lychee.
fruit.
What's that?
It's not worth it.
In Chinese,
like an STD or something. What's that?
You ever had a lychee nut? They call it a lychee nut in the Chinese restaurants. It's usually a dessert, but it's just lychee. It's a fruit.
I don't want that.
It's also a
lychee. You want try a lychee martini and get back to me.
Good stuff. Absolutely. Oh yes.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Look at that hairy one. What's that?
It's a hairy lychee.
Yeah.
That don't look too cool.
The number one porn star on the Indian porn circuit, Harry Lychee.
That's some Indian nuts right there. I don't know, man.
All right, so you saw the kumquats in a bag, but he still left. If he had the kumquats, he would be talking to you, though, you said.
Yeah, I mean, if he had kumquats, no, he got the kumquats, but he didn't get the hummus. So they just ordered mad kumquats, and then he just ran out of here.
He said, fuck that.
He went straight to the elevator. I know he passed the front desk guy. Right. I was like, yo, where'd he go? He's in the bathroom taking a shit? Right. I'm ready to do the interview.
Yeah.
He just left. He just got out of here. He took his kumquats and left.
Hey, man, you could have our interview because we didn't get a word in.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so you just take our audio and people think you interviewed them.
Oh, so yeah, let's do that. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah, you got three. If you can get in three. Oh, really? What do you think? If you can get in three of those, you will have the greatest.
Just say, this is DJ Whoo Kid, and my guest today is Bernard Hopkins, and
that's it.
And we'll hand you the audio.
Bam.
Just
no
do that up front.
fucking shit.
Dude, you don't know this about Bernard?
That's gangster. I interviewed him before. He wilded out and everything.
I warned these guys ahead of time. We've had him in 3 or 4 times on
don't talk about nothing.
Many different versions of this show, and you say hi, and he just goes.
He makes Mayweather look like a geisha.
No.
Strong.
You know, we eject button in here for like people that talk too much on the show.
We all tried.
Nah.
We all try to get a question in. We're going to make a video of us just trying to interrupt him.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I'm totally serious. What is this now?
There were a few moments, you know, he said something about it. He has a 5-year-old, he has a 17-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I was hoping, and one of them's a daughter, and I was going to ask him, I was hoping it was the 5-year-old that was the daughter, and I was going to say, does she know that you're the executioner?
Yeah.
I thought that's a cute daddy-daughter.
What happened?
I thought about it for about 8 minutes.
What?
We were just sitting here waiting to throw it out there.
Bob and weave all your questions. God fucking damn.
That's why he ducked a lot of punches. That's what I said that a couple of times, that, you know.
After a while, you just sit back and go, you know what? Fuck it.
Gerry Cooney was in the room with him, and that was also giving him like laser focus.
Yeah. And even Cooney couldn't get in. And Cooney tends to interrupt his own damn self.
I just heard like an alarm
these 2
going
phone
off
calls have been. I told these 2 guys to hold on, so let's just go to them real fast. We got DJ Whoo Kid in studio, Vic Henley.
Fuck yeah.
Sam in Utah, go ahead.
Know what I'm saying?
You know, I don't mean to take you guys back a couple steps, but I remember growing up, and I'm 40 years old, so 30 years ago you get trophies, right? And everybody gets participation trophies even then, but the difference was it's first, second, third place, you got these big trophies. So all these tables, this table laid out with all the trophies, and you knew you were getting the big trophy because you won.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that was the difference, is that these days everybody just gets the same trophy.
Oh, he's saying at least when they gave the participation in his day, it was a little tiny one, so you knew you were just getting the freebie for showing up. Versus you didn't win the goddamn championship.
So there was a time that I wasn't good enough, so they...
Yeah, we've moved from that, yeah.
It's like, no, all the trophies have to be the same size. That's complete horseshit. And I'll say it again, and the parents out there will agree with me. We don't know where this came from, because most of us are like, what the fuck? Why are we doing it this way?
Yeah, my kid used to be like, Dad, we lost the fucking game. Why the fuck we get these little fucking trophies for?
Exactly. All my friends
I knew when I got the participation trophy and not the big one, I knew about it then, so I knew to work. So.
Penn Station, the sub shop.
Say it again?
I thought he said when you got the Penn. Oh, the participation. Yeah, I thought he said Penn.
Yeah, you knew you had the small trophy. You just knew it. So anyway, guys, punching out.
Thank you, buddy. Let me go.
I
one more of these.
With that. I don't know. Like I used to be like, my little nigga, you lost. Where did you get this?
It's stupid. Ed in Arizona, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? I appreciate you taking my phone call. You have it cracked my ass up as soon as you started talking about participation trophies.
Yeah,
man, I coached a lot of youth sports, man, going back years and years. And about 10 years ago, when it wasn't very professional to do, my kids' team went undefeated. Well, we knew that everybody was going to get the same medals. Well, me and my coaching staff decided, bullshit. We presented our kids with trophies that said 15-0 on it. Needless to say, the families that were around us weren't too happy, but to this day, my kid's 20 years old now. Man, he laughs his ass off every time he brings up that story to his friends. He said, my dad wasn't giving us no fucking medals. We got trophies, and man, we were living on a military base. Man, some of those parents were some irate people, but that shit was so goddamn funny.
Now, you'd think, especially on a military base, they wouldn't be so wussified.
No, it gets out here. I live in North Carolina now. I mean, it's still the same way. I mean, my kids are older now. Some of them in college, but youth sports are bullshit. I mean, it's to the point where, again, it turns our culture into a bunch of pussies.
Yeah. Well,
I agree.
The thing I'm learning, I got kids in school, they get invited to every single birthday party. You got to invite everybody in the class.
I know, it's crazy.
What the fuck is that about?
It's like mad white kids in my house. I'm like, what's going on here?
All right, Phil, thanks for the call.
When you live in Jersey, man, there's no black kids. I'm like, where the black homies at? It's like,
when we were growing up,
it's crazy out there, man.
When we were growing up, you went to enough birthday parties, but you weren't invited to all of them.
Of course, you knew. Yeah. You might have gotten your feelings hurt by not getting invited to one. You might have felt extra sassy to know you did go when they gave out cool prizes.
Yeah, but you understood. You're like, I never talked to this kid, and I hate
Makes
his fucking
perfect
guts.
sense,
So
right.
Of course I'm not invited to his birthday party.
Yeah, right.
But that's the thing that happens now. So, you got a class of 20 kids. You got 20 birthday parties you got to deal with. And then they kind of get mad at you if you don't go to their kid's party.
Oh, yeah. It turns into a whole you're shunning us situation. No, it gets very country clubby, snobby, crazy, stupid.
So you better have a good excuse if you blow off just one of these kids' parties because you want to maybe enjoy a summer weekend somewhere else or something.
I mean, I'm good because they're scared of me, because of my skin color, so they don't want me there.
All your children's friends
Yeah,
are
I got
scared of
white
you?
parents and stuff. I just let because my kids are like mixed race. They're like Japanese and black, so they're like
They're probably gorgeous then.
They're like little Bruce Lee Roys. You know what
good
I'm
looking.
saying? Yeah.
Anytime you get into the mixing, it usually works out well.
That's supermodel stuff.
Well, he's not ugly.
That's how you get a supermodel.
I ain't no ugly motherfucker, but yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I bet he's got a hot Japanese wife.
I better be
Well, not now. That's 20 years ago.
Sorry.
That bitch ugly now.
20, you're only 25 now. What are you talking about?
Man.
To make a supermodel, you take a black.
Yeah.
A black. That's the official term. You take a black.
Yeah.
I was looking at DJ Hogan to see how he's going to handle this. So you take a black.
I agree.
You mix it with some kind of Asian country, and you're good, man.
Because
you don't have to ever work again when that kid gets of age.
Opie's right because especially those girl mixed models, because the blackness and the Asian, it brings the booty down by 20%.
That's why, and that's all you need, really.
And that's where you get the model, then the height and all that shit. 6 feet, 7 feet, bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that you?
No, that's some.
I got a show in Paris, and then they put me in a soccer team there. Like they mixed me with the player. So that's the promo of me going to Paris.
Okay,
it's on my Instagram.
I'm not
right
used
now.
to going to your Instagram and not seeing a lot of fucking moisture.
I don't know what's going on right now.
The fuck? Have you ever checked out?
Yes, he showed me the whole thing. We had a whole syrup. We had a whole syrup conversation.
We certainly don't have to do it again, but it's just amazing what you get these girls to do.
It's just amazing. I aspire to that.
I don't know what it is, man.
You got 2, 4, 6. You got 8 blondes in this picture, and they're all really happy to be there with you.
The one that's next to me is the one that gave me head. I'm not really supposed to say that, but
well, okay.
But it's your show. I need promo. So yeah, the one in the middle gave me head, and then the one with the boobs is the one I fucked in the evening. I think she's in the.
Which one? Down here on the right?
No, she does a video of her boobs if you want to really enjoy it. I mean, people go on my Instagram. Oh, it's right there. Go down.
Where was it?
Where
was it?
This is Missouri,
Columbia, University of Missouri.
Yeah. I saw this video.
Yeah, she gave me like $1 million.
Yeah, I saw this video.
Her mouth was crazy.
She's spilling out of her dress there.
Hell, fuck yeah.
Hell, fuck yeah.
So man, it's like vitamin D.
All right, let me go.
Milk right there.
Just go to his Instagram. You're not going to be disappointed.
At DJ Who Could, yeah.
Of course.
Have you ever had them? And I'm sure the answer is I know this, but like you already know it's probably going to happen, and then they're like, it's going to happen. But if you'll play this, how quickly can you get the track on to? make sure that it's really going to be.
Oh no, fast, quick. Yeah, I don't waste no time.
But you've never said no. I'm not going to play the song or play something opposite. Just see they'll do it anyway.
If they're asking for like Vanilla Ice and stuff like that, like I don't have these songs. Like, why would I have that song?
Oh, you really say that? And you still?
I'm like, look at me. Like, do I look like I play Vanilla Ice?
What's wrong with a little Vanilla Ice?
Everything horrible.
Baby.
No, wrong. Horrible.
Ice Baby.
Horrible.
Good every time.
Horrible.
You hear it.
Horrible every time.
Horrible
every fucking time.
Oh, you need.
I want to slap you. You should be mad at him for. I shouldn't. Oh, come on, man.
That should be a disgrace that he sampled one of the classic hits ever.
Sure. I don't know what's worse, that or fucking the Rick James ripoff from fucking MC Hammer. I don't know what's the most egregious.
Come on,
What's
man.
most egregious?
Come on.
The Queen.
Yeah, the Rick James is the worst.
Fucking up Bowie and Queen or fucking up Rick James. Now, as a black man,
equal.
Wow, you go equal.
Equal.
Those are two egregious fuck-ups right there.
The only thing I like was the pants with MC Hammer. I did wear the pants to work.
Yeah.
The harem pants?
Yeah, I wore it once to work. That's it. But he had the pants too, Vanilla Ice. So I respect him for
You
that.
ever talk to Vanilla Ice? He's great.
I had him on the show too.
He's great on the radio. I love him.
He had like some kind of like building show. Like
It was like putting in
pools and shit, toilet bowls and all that.
Yeah, he still has that, I thought. Maybe.
I think he was doing AV or something, or he would...
DIY Network.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go to Kelly in Colorado. Kelly, go ahead. Kelly.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, Kelly?
Yeah.
Hey.
How's it going? Hey. So I just want to comment. I was listening to you talk about the birthday parties. Oh.
Yeah.
And about 7-8 years ago, I got 2 kids. A buddy of mine gave me a great piece of advice, because, yes, you're right. Your kid gets invited to every single birthday party.
Mm.
So a friend of mine says, hey, however old the kid turns, say he's turning 5 years old, that's how much money you spend on the kid. If he turns 7 years old, you spend $7. Because next you know, you got 10 birthday parties, you drop, $100, $200 in a year. Now, good litmus test.
I'm confused. What are you? You're getting away with $5 for a birthday party?
He's saying that, and that's a good litmus test for how well you would be received, possibly.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
All right. Now I'm with you.
So,
yeah, because I mean,
if the kid's turning 5 years old,
right?
You spend $5 on the kid for the birthday present.
Oh,
fair enough.
Because your kid's going to go to 10 5-year-old birthday parties, right? In 1 year,
right?
If you're dropping $20-$30 a pop, that's $150-$200.
It's 50,
instead of $50.
It's $50, $60, $70 per party.
But what do you get? What do you get for that?
Hey, you get him a Minecraft thing or a Lego thing, or gift card.
I mean, $5 gift.
Couple of dollar store actions, stocking stuff, and then hey,
couple of dollar store actions.
Kazoo.
Yeah, and then eventually, 5-10 years down the road, you're not getting invited back to those birthday parties.
Perfect, right?
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Oh,
all right.
I respect that.
He's the dude that gives you silly putty every year, no matter what. We can't figure it out.
Like that motherfucker.
Right?
Fuck it.
It backfires because a lot of the parents, they're like me, because I'm like this. They're like, please don't bring a gift.
Oh,
because you don't want another 20 fucking toys in your house.
Yeah, but you're Opie. You bring them like Rolexes and shit like that.
I stay within the number. Easy. Stay within the fucking number.
He knows how much money you have.
I fucking
exactly.
Exactly. Little baby, they're potty trainers, but they're thrones. They're little thrones.
Yeah,
I know Opie's not Jewish, so he
like,
spending. You know what I mean?
No,
I'm like, what is it? 50? All right, we're good. Fuck that. I don't know these fucking shitheads.
I invite Opie to my birthday.
Oh, hey.
Yes, Kelly.
I wanted to say I've been listening to you since I was in high school. I got my first tattoo at Brother Weeze's spot in Rochester.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice. There you go.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah.
Old head.
So I've been listening for a while. First time on.
Thank you, buddy.
A little nervous, but hey.
No, you did
love
great.
listening to you guys. Take care.
All right, buddy. There he goes.
That's a cheap ass gift, though. $5. Like,
well, that's his advice. That was the whole point of the call. I think.
No, but the other thing is, there are parents basically saying, "Don't fucking bring anything."
Yeah,
my kid's got everything. I don't need to haul another 20 presents into my house. And they know also that you're not getting the best fucking toy. It's middle of the road stuff.
But Michael Jordan fucked it up for all these kids. I gotta get Jordans. I gotta get sneakers. It's
for who? Your kids?
Like my kids' friends, they're like sneaker collectors and stuff like that.
And
like,
you're fucking having to find them?
Yeah, I got like Pharrells. I got like Yeezy sneakers. All this weird. I'm getting actually some fake Yeezys for a gym.
You got the Honey Nut Cheerios? There's some Honey Nut Cheerio LeBrons or some weird ass combo. Yeah,
I didn't hear about
that's hard to find. Yeah,
that's some redneck shit right there.
No. This goes back 2 or 3 years ago. I'll ask Jordan Rock. He'll know.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah, there's a.
No, you're right.
There's
holy
Look
shit.
at the story.
Yeah, they were LeBrons.
Yeah. They were just really just
There's
ugly
just
yellow.
some one-off they did.
Can I get that for Opie? Will Opie wear that to work?
Oh my god!
He does have some $600 sneakers.
You do?
He does.
Well,
I don't know if he's wearing them today. I didn't know
What you
this.
got on today, Opie?
That's something really pricey.
That's
I don't know. So what's her name? Eliza Schlesinger was in here, the comedian, and she went and she immediately spotted it and knew the brand and said out loud on
I
air.
don't splurge on a lot, but these are Golden Goose.
Yeah.
I love Golden Goose, and they're all beat up and shitty. So you spend all this money on a sneaker that looks like it's ready to be thrown out.
Why is it millionaires like looking shitty? I don't know. Is it because you're scared to get robbed, or what is it?
That's an old
Can
white
I get
dude
that from
thing.
a millionaire? Can
Old
you
rich
answer
white
this
dude.
question? This mystery.
He's right there. Ask him.
I would bet money that you, my friend,
Ask him
has
right there.
more money than me.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, let's talk.
You've never done the.
Are you kidding
Have you
me?
ever done the Negro Rich thing?
I got like jewelry. I got like fucking, I don't know, cars. I don't know. What do you want me to do? Like, but you.
This guy.
I like how his voice changed completely.
Exactly.
I know. I got a little white. I got a little white on y'all.
You're a little Cosby-esque with those.
Drug a bitch.
Come here.
Sleep, bitch. Sleep.
I let you play for a little while, but now we're gonna play for real. This guy has a lot of fucking money. Look at this shit.
I know he's got his Louis phone case.
Right.
His Louis phone case.
I just got this for bitches, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you just got that so women would go, ooh, Louis phone case.
Yeah, they give me a head.
Let's go to Chris in D.C. We got DJ Whoo Kid and Vic Henley in studio. Go ahead. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Ope.
Hey.
Big fan of the show.
Thank you.
Hey, and Vic, you're the funniest motherfucker I've ever heard.
Well, that's not true, but thank you.
My kid is 7 years old, and I actually got kicked out of his baseball banquet because everybody gets the trophy, and I went fucking ape shit about that. My kid's baseball team was shit. Only won one game. And this whole thing about everybody gets a trophy gets me so fucking irritated. I'm not allowed at any of the league games anymore because I went ape shit at this banquet.
What did you do? What do you mean by going? Did you yell and scream at the coach, the commissioner of the league?
I went off like you wouldn't even believe. I fucking was cursing. I said my son's team didn't deserve a fucking trophy.
Sober?
It gets me
sober.
Sober.
I'm trying to find an outlet for him somewhere.
I get it. It gets very frustrating because the real world doesn't work this way. So you're setting up your kids in a really bad way.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. And look, I got two, and when my kids cry, it's fucking brutal. But you deal with it. And you try to get past it.
Exactly.
So you can't sugarcoat everything. Yeah, go ahead.
You try to teach them to be a person.
Right. Yeah.
And you're not going to win every single thing every single time as a person.
Christ, no.
But they're making it happen for kids to be losers. Like.
I work as a hiring manager, and this 18-year-old kid came in for this interview and not even remotely qualified for the job. So we turned him down. 2 hours later, I got a call from his mother. I mean, this is the society that we're setting up by giving everybody a fucking trophy.
I rest the case on that point, my friend. And that's it in a nutshell.
And that's why you don't give out the participation trophies, because this is what it's really leading to.
His mother called to try to
full circle.
I can't believe my son got you treated. Good God Almighty!
Thank you, Chris.
Right.
I mean, you're right. That's mental abuse, man. My son is like, we lost. Why are we winning these like medals and trophies for?
So that's cool that he's aware of it. A lot of kids aren't.
If I thought my mom I would go home and yell at my mom for that. I really would. I would be embarrassed that my mom was so over the top, meddling and pushy. It would have the opposite effect for me. I'm not saying my mom would defend me to the end when I need to be defended, but just to go outside the box you're a grown ass man. You're 18. You get a job, you get fired. It's your fucking fault.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it.
And it goes way past participation trophies too. A lot of these leagues, they're not even keeping score. So you don't even know who won the fucking. Well,
Exactly.
they kind of know because the parents are keeping score in the bleachers, but they're not actually putting the score up on the scoreboard. How nuts is that?
But they're trying to make it fun for the kids to play. Like you know,
can make it fun and also have a winner and a loser. You don't rub it in people's face. I get all that.
My friend got in trouble up in Maine. She was brought this up, and it was girls field hockey and the same kind of thing. And they were keeping score at the beginning of the season and then decided to stop it because too many people were getting their feelings hurt. Right. And so she would still go out because she had the key to where the score box was. She would still go out there and once for the game, she would just throw up what the real score was for a second and then take it back down just to see how many dick parents would notice.
That's funny.
And she said sometimes she'd get away the whole game and they'd go,
funny.
and then sometimes she'd go, I thought for a second I looked up and saw it was like 4-2. She was like, you did see that. And they're like, what happened? She goes, that's just me trying to go, fuck y'all, stop being this way.
Did you play sports growing up?
I played baseball, yeah.
So, we would lose, and as a little kid, you would be bummed out, maybe even cry every once in a while. Maybe, I'm just saying. And, after you got past that, then everyone went for ice cream or something, and you kind of forgot about the loss and then realized it was a good day overall, and next time, hopefully you win the game.
I'm like the guy in the Kia commercial. We went 20-0, and they had made this season a little bit longer than they had in Little League that year because of a couple extra weeks. So instead of playing 15 or 16 games, they played 20, and we were the first team to win all 20. And to this day, I've still got that trophy, and I'm happy to have it because we were the first group to go 20-0. Right. And it might have been for boot and Sean Drug in Oxford, Alabama, but by God, I love my little 20-0 trophy because we busted our asses and we earned that. That's the opposite of just getting one for participation. Is how about appreciating the winner for when you do something? You're also negating the fact that all the hard work and sacrifice that the winners put in.
Right. Yeah, that should matter, too.
Fuck yeah.
Some kids do practice and try harder.
Yeah, exactly.
I played soccer, man. Oh, God.
Were you good?
Yeah, we lost. They gave us like vanilla cookies at the end.
Nice.
Vanilla wafers?
Because they'll bring one package of vanilla cookies. This is a whole team. Everybody take one cookie out of it.
Right.
Where did you grow
up? Queens, New York.
Did you really?
What part of Queens?
Springfield, Queens Village. So when we would lose, they give us like vanilla cookies. Right. Like one cookie though.
Right.
It's not like
each.
Yeah, one cookie each, motherfucker.
I was born in Astoria. Astoria, Queens.
I went to school there.
Really?
St. John's Prep.
I moved out when I was
graduated.
Like 5 or something, and the whole neighborhood changed.
Oh, get out of here. It's like niggery now.
No, it went, it was very Greek.
Did you say niggery?
I went when it was white, because I'm 45, so I was like the only black kid in the school.
A lot of Queens went Asian, to the point, no English anymore. They went hardcore Asian.
I'm trying to keep with the times.
They're like,
that's what they used to say, niggery. I don't know. I used to get a bagel. I was a motherfucker always getting a bagel at Ditmars. Like, I stopped to get a bagel. Then the truant officers was out there chasing those black kids because we ain't go to school. Right. And that was a story,
I just like the fact that you said niggery, which allows me to say niggery, and we can just keep saying niggery back and forth over and over again.
It's a story. It wasn't racist back then. It was bad racist.
There wasn't a lot of black people.
That's what I'm saying. That was the only black nigga.
And now, and I believe it's very Asian, like I said.
Oh, it's Asianed out now.
To the point they said, fuck English.
Nah.
Everything's in Chinese and...
Get the fuck out of here. It's Chinatown.
Drive through, get on 25A, I'm going way too local now, and go through Queens. You will be amazed.
Astoria?
I'm not sure if it's actually Astoria or Flushing. Or it's a few of a bunch of areas in Queens went all Asian to the point, no English on any of the signs. They're all in.
Astoria had the best bagels, though. Yeah. Oh, my God.
There was a guy, I guess we did it with participation trophies, right?
When is the next time you're going out of town? When's your next pussy stacking gig?
I'm gonna go. Well, I'm not out of town. I'm in Miami. I'm at Live. You should come to Miami with me. That'd be crazy. Because I had Roland in Miami one time.
Oh, God.
With me.
Yeah, you did.
Maybe I could get you to party with me with some hoes.
I've been to Miami.
And Roland.
Would you party with some hoes with DJ Hooker?
I don't know. I'm too old for the hoes. I think I'm too old. I had to put on a back brace.
I think Roland did some coke too, but I'm not gonna snitch.
Really?
It doesn't show.
That's a low blow right there, man.
I knew it was coming.
You said low blow. Very nice.
Literally.
Very nice.
I mean, you're in Miami. What else did it do? Yeah. I didn't do it, though.
Hey, we got a question coming in for you. I don't even know what this means because I don't know who Japanese D is. Who's Japanese D, first of all?
Oh, he's like, he's my co-host. He okay.
It says, hey, Ope, ask him if Japanese D does coke enemas.
He doesn't do coke enemas, but I think he does coke though. Because I don't know what he's talking about.
What the hell's a coke enema?
An enema with Coca-Cola. Similar to what I guess would be a coffee enema. People put stimulants in their rectum sometimes.
Well, it wasn't the drug coke.
No, I think he means Coca-Cola.
No, I think he means coke. I think he means coke because it goes straight to the bloodstream.
Well, yeah, sure.
You could do that.
You could put it in your pee hole if you wanted to.
So you get a little hyper?
I don't know.
Well, he's Japanese, so it makes him, goes crazy.
You have a Japanese co-host?
And I don't even know what he's talking about.
Is he from Japan?
Yeah, he's from Japan. 90% of the time, nobody knows what he's talking about.
As opposed to Philippines, Japan.
Is that the same shit? I don't know.
I love Japan.
Is that what that is?
I don't know. What is
Yeah,
this?
they're going to put Coca-Cola. They're going to give somebody an enema with a Coke bottle.
So that's some new shit I don't know
Coke
about.
and Mentos make for a high-pressure enema. That's what's going on.
So what do you get out of that?
Nothing.
It's tingly?
Nothing. Dirty.
And then
sticky.
And everything just shoots out your ass.
Nothing. You get shit out of this.
Fuck.
Literally.
Good. Very good.
That's fucked up, man. Yeah, but he does coke, but not that. Not coke.
The Trump thing, did we explain the plane's $4 billion and Trump thought that was ridiculous?
Yep.
Okay, we did all that. All right. And we think that he could cancel the order himself?
We're not. It's in the budget for this year and next year. So depending on how much control he has over next year's budget when he actually is in office, maybe he could do something.
You could do that? You could hook up your plane?
They ordered 2 new Air Force Ones under Obama maybe a year or so ago. Mm-hmm. And then Trump came across the paperwork today. And like a lot of government stuff, wink, wink, it's going over budget.
Right.
And he immediately went, can I cancel the order on this fucking plane?
Get the fuck out of here.
No,
I'm paraphrasing, but
$4 billion, just like
he's
that.
He's just trying to.
And he doesn't need the plane. He's not going to fuck with Air Force One unless can they force him to do Air Force One?
I don't know about that.
I don't know how that works.
He has his own shit.
Oh, they can force him
because of the security detail and how the plane's built. And
right.
Okay.
It literally has to be the flying White House.
What if they take his plane and
Air Force 105?
It'd be too expensive to take a Trump plane if he has any of those.
Right.
Officially left.
I saw one of them at LaGuardia.
But
Sunday.
some of his, like a lot of his deals, he has the name on the thing, but he doesn't own it. So you don't know.
I think he owns one.
I'm sure he's got 1 or 2.
I think he owns.
If Ron White owns one, I know Trump's got 1.
Wait, how big is Ron White?
I'm saying it's a nice plane.
Okay.
Trump got that
Did
big
you guys hear about Amazon and the grocery store thing?
What
This is a
happened?
life changer.
What?
And they're serious about this. So Amazon's going into the supermarket business. You got an app on your phone, right? You walk in and you just grab whatever the fuck you want. And as you lift it off, kind of like those hotels, when you pick it up, they charge you.
Right.
And then you walk out of the store.
Wow.
Any grocery store? It'll have to be the Amazon grocery store.
Amazon is pretty much trying to take over the whole industry. They're starting with 1, but I think they want to roll out, what was the number I read today? Like 1,200 or something? Something like that, Paul?
So basically you're doing it all on your own.
Yeah, you walk
There's
in.
no one in there.
No cashiers, nothing. It's gonna kill. It's a job killer, obviously.
After the bag lady, the bag bitch.
All those people would go if this is successful. When you walk in and if you have this app.
Wow.
Scan in when you enter with your phone.
Right.
And then whatever you pick up, it like registers it in the
automatically.
app as like a cart.
So you can't steal from there. What if the shit goes
I was about to say, the comedians learned years ago how to beat that out of the hotel thing. So I'm sure this will be, for the criminals, this will be a gateway for fabulous criminals.
Let me ask you this, though. If you decide you don't want it, can you just...
You put it back down, and as soon as I think it touches the other products, like back on the shelf, it registers that it was taken out of your cart.
And then everything is keeping track on your phone, so you realize, oh shit, I'm not spending too much money now.
Holy shit.
And they are serious about this. Where's the first store going to go, Paul?
I believe Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, yeah. But this is a reality.
What if this is another Morgan Spurlock?
Yes, thank you, E.
What do you mean, thank you, E?
Because I hope he's right. I'm on anyone that confuses you.
I'm not confused. I'm pissed. There's a difference.
Look how happy everyone is.
I was unsure of myself because as soon as he said kale chips, I'm like, something doesn't make sense here. You don't do fried chicken without French fries.
Fucking hate kale chips.
Do you know about this?
Oh, forget it. Not again.
Fucking hate kale chips.
We can just talk old funk with him.
Yeah,
no, you tell him because he'll probably want to laugh at me too.
You know who Morgan Spurlock is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Morgan was in here pimping that Rats documentary that he did, and then he teased us with, I'm also thinking about getting into the fast food business. I'm going to start a chicken chain of healthy chicken restaurants. And it was he faked a restaurant in Columbus, Ohio, and did a pop-up restaurant, and it was just basically to prove to everybody how we've been manipulating the chicken for the past 50 years. So if you're standing in the store reading it, so the whole thing was so he could get people to go there and then shoot it, and Goofball here fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
No way.
And then felt bad because he asked him, he said, what kind of fries you going to have? He said, we're not having fries, we're having kale chips. And he goes, that should have been my first clue. I should have fucking known right then.
Damn, Opie, what happened that day? You got caught up guard.
I knew in my head. That's what's driving me nuts. And I let him go. Dude, I let him go. It's driving me crazy.
Holy shit. Did I let it go? Did I let it go?
He's still fucking mad that he got him.
Because you can't get into the fried chicken business with kale chips. You just can't do it. You can do that as a side thing. Like, hey, for you healthy assholes, we will do some kale chips on the side, but we are, French fries.
No potato at all. Kale chips only.
And I just went,
first red flag.
That'll work, because, I mean, I've had a relationship with the guy for, 16 years. So I'm thinking this guy would never be
tricky.
Exactly.
Chicken.
He never, right.
Yeah, it's called Holy Chicken, too. And I guess he's doing a documentary on chicken and consumption of chicken in this country and how we treat chickens horribly and
he's a fisherman. That's the good part. The fisherman fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Man. But chicken is not chicken in KFC, right? They told me don't eat KFC anymore.
Oh, stop.
Because they're saying the chickens are like, I think they're
that's his whole point on all this. It's chicken.
No, it's chicken. What are you talking about?
They grow them with no head. Like, they're
grow you're going that far? You're going that far?
I heard they clone them and they have no heads and no feathers and shit. It's illegal it's illegal to say Kentucky Fried Chicken. They just call it KFC now.
No,
because it's not a real chicken. Legally, it's not a chicken.
It is a real chicken.
They brought it back.
Oh, they did bring it back.
Yeah, this whole campaign that's been going on for over a year with the kernels changing everything.
Yeah, right.
They say Kentucky Fried Chicken.
But what I'm saying happened right before. Okay.
No, the reason why they went to KFC is because everybody got pissed off. Their sales were dropping because everything with the fried.
It was bad to have the word fried in the title.
Yeah,
that was marketing. That was the good people.
KFC.
The fine people at Yummy Brands.
Yeah,
I believe is who owns that.
So
some weird ass company.
That owns Pepsi and KFC.
Yeah, Taco Bell,
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it's a whole.
So they're not cloned with no head and no feathers and no feet.
They could be. They're just saying.
I like this though. I love this. I love that you're a grown ass man.
But how can you eat that with no head, no feet, and no feathers?
It still is a chicken.
Oh, Vic, but I'm gullible. He thinks we're fucking growing chickens without heads. Why don't you give him some abuse?
I be hanging with some Illuminati motherfuckers in Paris, man.
This guy's a trickster.
I just want to talk about George Clinton. All I wanted to do is sit here and have a funk conversation.
KFC mutant chickens. You think I'm making this shit up?
I do.
It's false. They're saying it's false.
Just like that pink sludge that are in chicken nuggets.
I've been believing that all this time. I don't even go to KFC because of that shit.
I would question Chicken McNuggets over way before I questioned KFC.
Yeah, but the thing that it falls into the same category with that pink sludge everyone thought was being used as the byproduct for chicken nuggets, and that turned out to be false.
What was that pink shit?
It was somebody made it up.
It was cockroaches.
Oh.
What's that?
I see.
So what is a chicken nugget?
It's white meat chicken.
Ground up.
They're very specific now, pointing that out that it's white meat.
Oh, all
chicken.
white meat.
Yeah.
So what they do, they grind the chicken's ass and they just like put it in the fucking...
Everything, and they make a slug. It's the same thing. It's what they do with the pork for the McRib. The McRib is a molded pork sandwich that has no bones in it.
I used to love that McRib shit.
They only bring it back a few times a year for people like you.
I love that shit.
Right when you forget how awful it is and they bring it back. And people are like, oh fuck, the McRib's back.
They believe it's special.
Yeah.
It's special. You missed this.
It's a molded pork sandwich.
I love that McRib, you know what I mean?
Do you really like it?
Yeah, I mean, I used to eat it because, you know, I'm dating a handicapped chick. She used to love it. Every time we go eat it, she loved that shit.
So you're saying handicapped people like molded pork sandwich more than regular people?
She had one ear. You know, she was just trying to hit that shit.
That's not a handicapped person.
She had one ear.
That's okay.
Did you ever tongue the scar or the outside?
There's nothing there. There's a hole.
Well, did you ever lick the hole?
I never
Can
did.
she hear out of the hole?
She's continuously putting alcohol rub on it. I'm not sure.
So it's clean. You can put your tongue in there. You know it's sterile.
She covered it with the hair, so that's the only reason I dated her.
If you could cover it with the hair, you're not handicapped. Let's make some rules
The
today.
bitch ain't trying to hear me. I tell the bitch I love her. She don't hear shit.
Sister, you were setting us up for this horrible joke.
Yes, I was. I did tell her I love her.
I
though.
called her all the time. She never answered.
I did tell her I love her. The bitch ain't trying to hear me.
That's right. You whispered in the wrong ear.
I smell that alcohol rub.
Nice.
Nah, this bitch is crazy. I'm going to bring her up here so y'all can really peep her ear.
Are you still going out with her?
Yeah, I still got some good pussy.
Just one?
I didn't see another pussy.
It's not going out with anyone with one ear.
We knew a girl. There was a girl.
DJ
There was a girl. There was a girl from my area in high school, and she was smoking hot, and she did have the one ear.
One ear.
And we would tease guys and go try to. She always had it covered, and you didn't know. And we would always set guys up, going, "Dude, kiss her on the neck and work up to that ear, and she's just going to pull your pants off." Oh my
God!
And we set up a lot of dudes for that. And then
she would give it up.
Well, no, we'd see them 2 or 3 days later, and like, "You motherfucker!" So we were going, work your way up, get on that left ear. It's about to be dick time.
Holy shit. That's some real shit right there.
Well, no, you said it, and I actually have a real story.
No, I won't bring this bitch up here. I think I'm lying. You always think I'm lying. I always catch this guy. I'll bring her up here.
Where'd you meet her?
You, son of a bitch.
Where'd you meet her?
I understand your distractions.
No,
you're reflecting and distracting today.
No, I met her at St. John's University. I had a DJ party there.
All right.
Okay.
All right, well, I'll almost.
She had some ill headphones on, but
See,
I'm not making this shit up. Man. It was only one headphone.
It just was like the monocle of headphones.
It was one headphone.
That's what do you call it?
That's what made me check people because she had one headphone on.
All right.
Remember I told you I'll bring this bitch up here. You're gonna be like, oh.
Did she come to the gig on a unicycle?
Shit.
I can't catch this guy Opie with that no more, man. You know what I'm saying?
Unless it's kale chips.
He's on my shit.
We know his kryptonite now. It's kale chips.
He's on my shit, dog.
Fucking kale chips. I'm just mad at Morgan Spurlock and taking it
Can't
out of
believe
you.
you got caught with that, dog.
I'm taking it out on you.
I know. Me too.
honest.
I laughed my ass off the other day. That's why I'm happy to bring it up. When he told me, I'm like, I was here that day. I fell for it too.
Man.
I will go with him. I fell for it too.
Why did we fall for it, Vic?
Because there was a bunch of us in here, and it was in the moment, and
I wanted to call him out on the kale chips, and I'm thinking, I've known this guy for 16 years. He needs help opening this restaurant. He doesn't really know what the fuck he's doing, so I'll just shut my mouth. And then it
he was
turned.
really getting in the food
and then
business.
it turned.
The guy that did Supersize Me is really going to get in the fast food business. He made him. There's your clue right there. The guy that makes the movie Tearing Down the Fast Food Industry is also going to go into the fast food business.
Tear down the chicken business, but I thought I was doing right by him and taking care of him, and this motherfucker's playing me the whole time. After knowing him for 16 years, he picks my show to get the word out about his fake restaurant.
It's well done.
Did your head shrink? Did your head shrink after that? Like,
I might have been fucking bit by a mosquito.
Beetlejuice in his
motherfucking head or something happening to me. Fuck. By the way, and now I'm uptight about this Oak Island, which is on
just
tonight.
Just forget it. You got to let it go.
You were the one who
I
turned
told
me
you.
on.
Well, then
to it.
stop
You can't
it.
just sit.
I'm telling you, you can stop it. I did.
You watch Oak Island?
No, don't even listen to this. It's not important.
Is that a new
Dynasty? It's a show on the History Channel where it's a treasure hunting show on the History Channel.
They're digging up
that's
the
all
money
you need
pit.
to know. Do you remember Al Capone's vault?
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Same shit.
It's just a trick.
Are they really finding jewelry out there? There's still jewelry out there.
You know, they're saying they're finding it's.
You do know how this all started, right?
I brought it in here.
Hey man, I'm watching a great show. I think it might be. You said it's a good show. It might be a horrible
Spanish
situation in the end. I remember you said that.
I believe from the beginning I was cursing myself for falling for just the slightest amount of it. But it was interesting. It was bad weather.
Okay.
I'm stuck at home for like a day.
It was bad weather.
Well, that's right. If it's a Sunday afternoon and it's a sleet storm outside, then I got right. So I ended up with 7 or 8 episodes of this and made the mistake of telling him basically that I was cussing myself for getting lured into it, and then it lured him into it as well.
So when he told me about it, they're 4 seasons in.
What?
So I
he
don't
went
have
out and watched like 70 of them.
I don't have the excuse of bad weather. I blew off my 6-year-old and 4-year-old and my
watch
wife to binge watch this fucking thing that this guy turned me on to.
He's stuck on it.
What the fuck?
4 seasons, they haven't found shit. They found a fucking Roman coin from 1652.
Not even a Spanish coin.
And it's a piece of 8. Yeah, it is. But they found a piece of 8
and some coconut fibers.
Yeah. No, and we are nowhere near Polynesia.
And
let me point that out.
And we're not going to explain the coconut fibers to you today, here, sir. But it was a big deal when they found those, I guess.
Oh my God!
I told you, did you look up Nazi gold train? Just get off of this.
Nazi gold train.
If you think this is good, get on the Nazi gold train. This is way better than Oak Island is Nazi gold train.
Hell,
they found in Poland there was a secret underground railroad that the Nazis had built. No, the Nazis had built this underground railroad to move all their shit around. Right? And so they came across in a tunnel somewhere buried deep inside this mountain earlier this year. These Polish engineers, and they believe they're going to have access to found historical treasures and Nazi stolen art and gold and all kinds of ugly.
Let me guess, that's where the Ark of the Covenant
that's where it is. That's where the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant.
This Oak Island's teasing that the Ark of the Covenant might be on Oak Island, and I'm screaming at the TV at this point going, if they found the Ark of the Covenant, it would be on every news site.
That's the Oak Island, my nigga. You can't be serious, man. Dude, that's a real
show. No, it's watching brand new episode tonight. Brand new episode
they're digging
tonight.
up the money pit.
I can't believe stop it.
And the man-made swamp. I mean, Oak Island might have been 2 islands.
Just stop. At least American Pickers, nothing. Every episode is resolved by the end.
How many episodes you went through?
There 4 years, like 40.
Oh, you want to know? First season has 5 episodes. Second season has 12. Third season has, I think, 13 or 15. And there are 3 or 4 episodes into season 4.
So it's just like an adrenaline rush that you think
it's just a trick. It's just they're trying to make us believe that they have come across one of the hidden mysteries of the planet Earth. That here's where it is. That all that Raiders of the Lost Ark and Holy Grail and Knights Templar. Every bit of that is on a little island right outside of Nova Scotia.
Did you mention the Knights Templar?
I threw the Knights Templar in there. Everybody involved. Jesus, the Easter Bunny, John F. Kennedy, Jim Morrison.
Was Jesus black? Did you figure that out?
I hope so.
Jesus is, he's Middle Eastern, obviously.
No, I heard he's black. He's a homie.
You think he's totally black?
I don't know.
Well, look these guys have been trying to get me to watch TV again in general. Like shows, not just sports and news and crap. And then I listen to this guy.
Yeah, it's my fault. I'm able to stop. He couldn't stop. I didn't know that he's so obsessive that he's like, once you put me on something,
it's a wrap.
I can't get off it. I'm like, I can. I'm able to walk away.
This guy saw every Law and Order episode.
So no,
it's like 1,000.
I stopped last night at 2 a.m. I came across 3 in a row that I had never seen before.
Oh my God! I would have had a hard on.
I told my girlfriend this morning. She said, "What were you doing up so late?" I talked to you. You were going to bed. I'm like, I found 3 Law and Orders I'd never seen before.
What the fuck?
And I was up from 2 to 5 in the morning. Yes, it was the one where Anthony Anderson. It's one where Anthony Anderson first came on board with Jeremy Sisto. It was where they were. Yes, it was. I didn't know that little storyline.
That's a treasure hunt right there.
But that's exactly what you said. I'm like, I cannot. I'm really tired.
I would have came on myself.
Do you know how weird it is to come across a goddamn Law and Order or any of them that you haven't seen?
I would pause it. I'd run and get some eggnog.
I rolled another joint. I rolled another joint and poured another glass of wine.
See, the problem with the money pit at Oak Island.
You're going back to this.
Well, because they dug past 100. They dug past 104 feet, and then that was the trap where it flooded the damn thing.
Of course, it's booby trap. The engineering alone. It's like ancient Egypt, apparently. If you thought the ancient Egyptians were amazing with their technology and engineers, nothing on these motherfuckers from 400 years ago over here in Canada. Apparently, this is where the true genius.
That answers it all.
You know what?
No, they're a mysterious group that they thought the spoils of the Revolutionary War were going to be, taken by somebody, and they.
You know what the big deal was for season 2 or maybe season 3? They found a stump.
No. That's it.
And they had
a piece
it dated.
of wood.
Don't tell me it was the last episode.
That was the big reveal for the whole season. They found a stump.
Whoa.
People from all over America have been sending me on Twitter saying variations like, "Hey, I'm out here in Nebraska. I found some wood in my yard." "Hey, I'm out here in Oregon. I found a stump in my yard."
How's it surviving so many seasons? Like people,
there's enough stupid people like me that will get hooked on it for a minute,
and then the announcer just repeats the same shit over and over. over and over again.
Guys. There's no right.
There's so much filler in this show because they're not finding anything.
We got to do an intervention for you guys.
At least I got to that point where I could start every episode 6.5 minutes in because it was all the recap.
Unless you're sure.
Crap, that was bullshit. Before the music starts, because I know we're just about done here. Joe Biden says he's going to run in 2020.
Fine.
Possibly.
There's no fucking way.
No,
he was feeling it yesterday.
He'll get out of it and realize in 2 more years he'll realize how relaxed he really is, and I'm not getting back in. Why would you wade back in that cesspool?
They're making it a big story today. He was feeling emotional because he was talking about his son and down there in Washington yesterday. I think there was a bill associated with his son.
Motherfucker?
And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm not ruling it out." And then everyone ran with it like, "Are you serious? Because we're going to run with this story." It's horseshit. He's not going to run for president in 4 years.
He looks dead right there.
He's 70. What is he now?
7-0.
7-0. So he's going to run for the presidency. And
is there like a limit? Is there like a limit to age?
No, he's 74. So he'd be God.
All right. So
he'd be 78.
He's not doing it. But these news outlets, they all have to run with it.
Well, they need a story.
What the fuck?
Because they need a story.
They're not into Oak Island like you are.
But how about you take the other angle and go, we're the only news outlet that is going to tell you this is horseshit.
Okay, I like it. Sure.
Fucking Oak Island. Oak Island, kale chips,
one-ear bitch.
Spurlock, one-eared bitch. Bernard Hopkins talking for half the show. We don't even know what he was saying.
Fuck that nigga, man.
But I had fun. I had a blast.
I got a free trip to Miami with Whoo out of it.
Oh, hell yeah.
You got to do coke, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do the other kind.
All right.
We'll smoke some weed. Fuck coke.
That's fine.
Fuck that coke, man.
Coke's stupid,
yeah,
right?
Coke sucks,
That
man.
does suck.
All right, DJ Who Kid, where are you going to be, buddy?
I'm on my way to Calgary this weekend, so I'll definitely be having some orgies there. So if you want to follow my Instagram.
Your Instagram is the best.
Yeah, and then I got Elvira hanging with me next week, so
yeah,
I put my dick in them titties.
The original Mistress of the Dark?
She's like 70.
Yeah, she is.
I've always loved her.
Titties are only 32.
What? Shit. That was okay for me. I got Elvira next weekend, man. I love that bitch, man.
All right. Vic Henley, where are you going to be?
I'm here in New York City for the next 3 weeks, and then starting in January, Birmingham, Atlanta with Kathleen Madigan, February, Memphis and Chattanooga. It's all on VicHenley.com. Download live from Lou's Cruise.
All right. Should we do a little Facebook Live quick post show?
It's your choice.
We'll do it maybe for a couple minutes.
Get him to rap on this. Spit a verse.
You want to do a little post show with me, DJ?
Yeah,
I don't freestyle.
You don't freestyle? Mm-hmm. Oh, you got paid for your fucking verses, huh?
I can do like, LL Cool J or something like that.
Do that.
You'll rap for me on the post show on Facebook Live?
I'll rap in French.
All right, Opie Radio fans, we're going live in seconds, and we'll tweet it out off the Twitter account.
We also got new episodes of Weird Medicine, Roland's Food Court, and It's Eric Nagel on SiriusXM On Demand.
All right, right on, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vic.
I like your last name, Eric.
Thank you, DJ.
Sounds like nigga.
It's very German.
Sounds nigga.
And thank you to Bernard Hopkins. See you tomorrow.
Opie Radio is now over for now.